live at the Fire Nights podcast, man, and it's certain moments that you have when you do these things, and I think it's more the moment. These guys came from Woodland, Delaware. Where are you from?
Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's
Listen, man, it's your boy D-Mac, man. Fire Nights Podcast.
Let me see him. Let me see him.
Welcome. It's Tuesday night, best night of the week. You're now rocking with the best. It's your boys, the Fire Nights Experience. Thought-provoking, black culture journey through sports, entertainment, politics, current events, pop culture, reality. If it's to be talked about, let's talk about it. Let's get it. Absolutely, all that shit.
Sounds so lovely. Sounds so lovely.
We're flanked by the greatest B-Mac. But give it up for the Fire Nights, the namesake of the show, Fire Nights. I don't know where Ice is right now. But, I mean,
You on ice?
You know Ice? Okay, he likes to make a grand entrance and shit. You know what I mean? But listen, man, you could be anywhere in the world, man, but you fucking with us. Tuesday night, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna get serious at some point. We're gonna have fun. How you feeling today, bro?
I'm Gucci. I've been better. We'll get to that though.
Okay, cool.
We'll get to that.
What's good with you today, bro? How you feeling?
I'm feeling marvelous, man. It's Tuesday night, you know.
Ice man taking a dump, y'all.
Yeah, man. He's deucing, man.
Taking a
Deucing,
dump.
man.
Taking a dump.
Can we get a courtesy flush?
Yeah,
You know.
dropping a deuce, right?
But you know what it is, man. It's Tuesday night, man. My favorite day of the week, man. You know, I got my homie in, you know, he ain't out and about, you know, doing his international thing. You know, but like I always do around this time, to all my people in Bangor, Maine, all the way out to Barcelona, Spain. And I ain't got to worry about my man doing his best out in Bucharest, because he in the motherfucking building tonight.
He's here.
But I want to give everybody who's tuning in all around the world and even on Mars, I want to give you a hello and how are y'all?
Absolutely.
It's official. Wait, on Mars though?
On
Absolutely.
Mars.
Is that around the world though? You said all around the world
And
and on Mars.
on Mars.
Hand sanitizer, bro?
That's two different things.
Yeah, two different things.
Okay.
That's where they tune in from, you know.
How you
I
feeling
didn't
today,
even
man?
know.
Oh man, straight.
Marvelous.
Straight?
Simply marvelous.
Well, without further ado, man, Fresh, what you got you on fire today, bro?
Oh shit.
What's got you on
Man,
fire?
you know what, man? What's got me on fire this week is, man, I'm gonna just preface this one, man. Not another one. You know, I'm home getting ready, man, and I happen to had the news on, and I've been following a police involved shooting that was in Philadelphia, where a young man was sitting in his car, and they said the circumstances and the situation and the facts of it changed, because at first he had jumped at the cops with a gun. Then they found out when the tapes came out, he never even got out of the car. So, you know, move a little bit further, the cop gets arrested. You know, the tape comes out, the Irizarry family is pleased with the cop going to jail. Lo and behold, today, as I sit and get ready for this Fire Nights experience tonight, I sit here and tell you, and all the people in the world,
Bluetooth device is really too well.
Oh shit.
they dropped the charges.
What the fuck?
They dropped the charges on Officer Mark Dial. They dropped the charges on this man. The video is crazy because the young man never gets out the car. He's in Philadelphia. I want to say it's West Philadelphia, Latino young gentleman. And they murdered that man.
Wait, so what's the circumstances behind the charges being dropped?
Well, here's the circumstance behind the charges being dropped. The judge of the case found that there was insufficient evidence for the cop to even be charged. I can't make this shit up. So there's insufficient evidence to show that this cop should be charged when there's just a young man in his car and he gets shot through the window. So honestly, I'm kind of down for a protest myself. So I might be calling out tomorrow. But what's got fresh on fire, man, is another one. Another one, man. Another one.
You should be ready to call out work.
Yeah, he be on protest.
I might.
We need a scoreboard for this shit.
Nah, we need a scoreboard, man. They done ran it up on them.
You ran it out. You break
Ran
it
it
out.
up. It was sad, man, because they was like, all right, when it first happened, the police trumped up the facts. The police said, oh, he lunged at me with a gun. Lunged at me with a gun. When the video body cam of the actual man that said he lunged at me with a gun came out, the man never even got out of his car. And then they shoot through the window. They was like, oh, man, you're going to charge me with anything? All right, they drug their feet, charged him.
But they hit him with the gun. That shit, and then
Yeah. So they turn around and charge him. He gets bail because it was on like $50,000 bail. So then one judge was like, that was too light. We're going to revoke your bail actually because your charges, you know what I'm saying, they warranted a little bit more seriousness behind it. Fast forward 2 weeks later, a judge says, I don't see enough evidence for you to even be charged, Officer Mark Dow. You can go out these doors right here, right now.
that's deep.
That's pretty wild.
Another one.
Damn, I usually be on top of it. I don't think I read that.
So listen, let's set
Sorry,
some fun
yo.
real quick. Let's lighten the mood. That was kind of tough. I got a question for you. I saw the Marina Ambrovic art exhibit. It's a nude art
What?
exhibit, right?
What's it called again?
The Marina Ambrovic art exhibit.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Now, one thing that struck my eye was the entry point. The entry point features two new models, right? One male, one female. There's a narrow entrance. So as a man, how do you walk into that art exhibit?
All right, so this the door, and it's like you walking.
So the male and the female are facing each other inside the doorway to get into the art exhibit.
So you got to speak to the penis and the
Are they naked?
Wow.
Butt naked. How do you walk in?
We're not going.
Yeah, I probably go
You ain't going in?
I'm gonna watch this from the sideline. I'm watching from the parking lot.
Yo, what's
You're
the
not walking to the art exhibit.
why they do that? What's
I don't know. I'm not the artist. You'd have to ask
Yeah, you.
Marina and Brody. I just got a question for you. How do you walk into
I'm
that art
not
exhibit?
going.
I mean, I know how to walk in.
No, I'm not going. I don't think. I think I'm.
How do you walk in?
I think I'm
I'm
going to
not.
the snack bar. I'm chilling.
You going to snack
Yeah,
bar?
I
You
don't think
ain't going in?
I don't think I'm going.
Nah, I'm
You're
not.
not going in?
I'm not gonna be
Yeah,
able to go
not going
in the
in?
door.
I don't want to go.
Yeah, you got your whole
I still don't want to do this
Dick
no
out.
more. Yeah, I don't want to do this no more.
you got your whole dick.
Yo, it's
Nah, I don't want.
Pineapples.
I don't play no more.
Pineapples, man.
Because
Pineapples.
there's no like walking in between them is definitely a no-go because which way do you turn? Like,
Just-
And then you know motherfuckers like us, if we go together and they're gonna push you to the dig and shit, like I'm not going, man.
I propose a way to get in. It is a way to get in.
I'm not going, bro.
I'm gonna walk behind the chick.
Nah.
Go behind that chick.
What's the use of them being there if you
I thought they
can
was
just
wait.
walk around the
Yeah,
people?
they side by side like this. How you walking behind the chick and not touching nobody on your side? Are you?
No, I didn't say side by side. I said they facing each other in the doorway.
They
So-
facing each. So
So if you can fit behind him, you can fit behind her, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you vice versa, if you fit behind her.
I walk behind her. Y'all made it too hard.
No, I thought they.
I thought you were going. I thought they was face to face.
Yeah, they are. They are face to face.
Between them.
I didn't say you had to. I said how you walk in. I didn't say how you walk in.
Oh, I thought you had to go between them. To
Nah,
get
you
in.
made it too hard for yourself, man.
I thought that was the whole point.
No, you made it too hard for yourself.
That was anticlimactic, dog.
It had to be
Nigga,
anticlimactic.
too hard.
Some bullshit.
You get mad 'cause you
We
know how to
definitely ain't.
walk.
Nah, we ain't going to that shit. Even we was going, we not going now.
Nah, you act like we was visually looking at that we could
Yeah.
see walk around them.
I'm getting charged now. I'm getting mad at you
I thought the
you didn't figure it out.
I thought the entrance was narrow. I did.
He said,
So you can't walk around with this. Don't get mad at me for simplifying the whole thing. You just walk around.
You can get
Nah,
You didn't come up with it.
Nah, you felonious in your
I didn't mention. I wasn't.
You said it's
I made that
a
shit up.
narrow entrance, and I'm assuming these two naked ass people was the entrance. That's what you said. They're narrow. I said I'm assuming that you assume.
Is that
You didn't assume.
Is that a narrow entrance?
Yeah.
So if
It's a door. How the fuck is a regular door now open?
The door.
Wow. All right. Cool.
How can you walk up?
Makes sense.
Right.
How can I walk behind her?
No, how can you walk around anybody in a narrow entrance?
Easy. Let me get through here this way.
She
Just
gonna
like you can walk between them, you can walk behind her.
So you just gonna push her.
Make your
I
own,
get in.
make your own entrance.
That's how I'm getting in. If y'all don't want to go in, y'all don't want to go in. But that's how I'm getting in.
So you just gonna push the babe.
I'm thinking about pushing her. I'm thinking about pushing her.
How does this happen?
Just simply move her.
You
Just walk
probably
by.
going to jail.
I ain't going to jail.
You're not gonna make. You're not gonna make it in.
moving.
I ain't going to the art exhibit. I'm going to the art exhibit.
Hold on. All right.
Hold on.
So butt nigga man and woman's at the door. What's inside this motherfucker? Like if this is what you see going in, what's in there?
No, would you want to be in there?
I'm not going. I don't get, you said you going
It's the
in.
art
I
exhibit.
want to know what you going.
It's art exhibit.
I understand that, but
Right.
what kind of art exhibit?
What you going to see?
What kind of art?
Yeah,
It must be some sort of naked exhibit.
yeah. What you gonna see?
Must be some kind of naked exhibit.
Yeah,
See how y'all all try to conspire.
Nah, it's probably
They turn that around.
It's probably making noise in there.
I'm with your own entrance to get in.
Nah, move,
All right, we
baby.
ain't going to that shit. Keep it moving. We ain't going to that dumbass. Stupid ass museum. Fuck that shit.
Hey,
Fuck
all
you,
these
man.
dicks.
Did y'all see the joint about the niggas pouring out the bottles in the club, like the
That's
competition?
stupid, dog. That shit dumb. In Houston, I seen that dumb ass shit a couple weeks
Like
ago.
the competition.
Buying bottles and just
Buying bottles and pouring them out.
fuck?
Shit, got a lot of money.
That shit's stupid.
Yo, I'm
Oh, you ain't really gotta have a lot of money to be doing that. Like you gotta have money to buy the bottles, but that don't mean you got a lot of money. That's just some idiocy for the gram.
That's ignorance. That is fine.
every time I look at somebody doing that, man, I was like, that doesn't help the revolution. I don't help the black. No, I'm saying like that the revolution. Because at a certain point, I'd be like, man, everybody got a role to play. You can still do that, do shit in the club, but when you waste money and then,
But your man paying to get in the museum, we got work by the dick.
man, that might have been free.
You gotta walk by the dick. I walk behind the girl.
I'm not going.
You're not going. Don't make me walk by the dick because you didn't know how to
That
get
don't
in.
help the revolution either, Fresh. With the shit he doing,
Yeah,
man.
you walking through dicks. Come on,
Fuck,
man.
man.
Or pushing.
You walking through
And they
dick.
going to see dicks. That's just dicks in the museum.
Yeah.
You walking through dicks.
At least half dicks.
Dang, that's crazy.
So yeah, man.
Yo, go next topic, Dick Watcher.
Next topic.
Oh, we'll go to the next topic, Dick Watcher.
Go back to
You think you highly intelligent? You could have figured that out. It's okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry.
More bottles of shit.
Yeah, that shit's dumb as
Yeah,
dick.
that nigga won't let it go either. That nigga mad. You couldn't figure it out. That nigga overthrow that shit like a
You
motherfucker.
can do all that, man. You can do all that. You can do something similar to that, if you want flex. But you can get that money to people, you know what I'm saying, who get locked up unjustly.
I don't know about that. I'm not.
All right, but then you can't
You too far
run
now.
around
I always money too, and I ain't giving it to people who get locked up. Like,
or do something else with the money. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
ain't doing that shit.
all right, cool, no problem. Like, man,
Cool.
before I pour out $20,000 worth of liquor, you know what? Let me go get some food, and I'm gonna just feed the hood. Do that.
Did you peep
I
the
would
band
rather
director?
you do
Did
that.
you peep the band director that got stunned?
Yeah, you stop playing, yo. What the fuck is up with it?
Johnny Mims, the band director from Minor High School in Adamsville, Alabama, was shot with a stun gun by Birmingham police after he refused to stop his band's performance after a football game. Said he was trying to.
Cop was like, all right, chill. Other band shot. He's like, keep playing.
Yo, we just got the victory, man. He was
Yeah,
trying to celebrate his wins.
Yeah, he was hyping.
So what? So they stunned him? Nah, they stunned him multiple times. Yo,
Can't tell them stop. They should.
they petty.
You know, you stop. Like you say, stop. They gotta keep playing.
I keep playing.
Yo, they
Jump on
petty.
the police. That's the good time to jump on the
Yo, you like, yo, you
instruments and shit.
Oh shit! Soundtrack to an ad movie.
Bust you, yeah. Motherfucker be swinging his clarinet, motherfucker. Whipping his ass. Motherfucker, I'll bust your ass with this flute, motherfucker.
Nigga, fuck that nigga up, man.
Fight the Bumblebee though.
Know that, I think.
They should know it now.
I know that shit.
I think at this point,
I
not
No, I just know that shit from watching Drumline.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody watch Drumline. I
Hard time.
think that might be. I think that might be every band's like music selection, like the Bumblebee.
I think it's like a basic jump.
Yeah, just like it's a joke now. It's in there as a joke.
Saxophone.
Yeah, it might be in there as a joke.
Damn.
Bro, you and
I wish I could play a fucking saxophone.
the band Select.
Man, really, that shit tough, nigga. Oh, is it Tommy's band? Man.
Give us something, little man. Come on, sexy. Come on, sexy.
Only motherfucker. I am the horn section, nigga.
They started having shit in the room, in the living room. Billy lying to you and shit.
Shout out to Sight and Sound. Shout out to Sight and Sound, man. Shout out to Sight and Sound.
Billy lying like shit to you. That nigga is terrible.
Shit, so much, man.
He is terrible, man.
Dang, man.
All right, man. So let's get serious.
True. I think a little bit, maybe.
Let's get serious.
So, for like a second or two.
I mean, it's a lot going on with these couples, man. A lot of motherfuckers is breaking up. Motherfuckers is breaking up.
That's what happens usually at some point.
Tiana Taylor and
Trump.
Motherfucking Pap and Rem going through some shit, I guess.
Allegedly, though. That
Allegedly.
shit is alleged.
Allegedly.
The cheating and all that goofy shit. Like,
but I say that to say, like, how do we keep putting these motherfuckers on a pedestal?
we don't.
Man,
They
like
do.
Normal motherfuckers.
We don't. We don't. They do. Females do that shit.
Females do that.
Relationship goals.
Relationship goals.
2 months later, that shit crumbled.
He treat her good. You don't even know that man or that lady,
I
dog.
keep thinking that nigga ain't fucked nobody in 7 years.
I know he.
Them celebrity relationships is more of a business arrangement than anything.
He just kept it on
That's
a man alone.
Yo,
He ain't nobody.
That shit straight business arrangement.
You know what I'm saying? That had been somebody, you know, not
Yeah.
bad poops.
Yeah, TMZ wasn't running down on him.
Yeah, man, let's see, fucking a neighborhood joint,
Yep. Missy.
y'all.
Missy.
Missy from down the way.
Yep,
She
round
got
the
some
corner.
weed. She
Not
got
Missy,
like 8.
not Missy from around the corner, but from Missy across the street from the park.
From 6.
Yeah.
them celebrity relationships, man, is just straight business arrangement.
Bro, you only
For the
see
most
what
part.
you only see what they want you to see for real.
Yeah.
So for motherfuckers to be saying, "Oh, that he do everything for her," she really like it. They go home. We probably might beat her motherfucking ass. Like
No,
you
probably.
we might be. You know what I'm saying? You don't
No,
know what
probably.
the fuck is going on. That shit dumb.
That shit, none of that shit is relationship goals at all. None of that shit. To look to a celebrity for relationship goals is fucking idiotic. Number one, they have an abundance and a ridiculous amount of money to do dumb shit that you can't do.
You know what ain't relationship goals? Putting up a video of you and your wannabe lover dancing to your husband's.
Oh shit!
Call
back. Call back.
Wow, that's some bullshit.
Who would you be speaking of specifically?
Oh man, Jada Pinkett, you ain't see that?
No.
She put up the joint of her and Tupac back in the day, dancing. The parents just don't understand.
At one point, they was relationship goals.
Man,
They was never in a relationship from what I heard.
Not their own relationship.
Bro, that shit is
Not their own relationship.
Our relationship goals. I'm like, I mean, I wasn't mad at
that shit is the total opposite, bro. Like this broad. I mean, even on that man's birthday, right? Why would you put a picture up of the nigga that everybody on the planet knows that you are infatuated with to celebrate his birthday? You couldn't have that man. You couldn't give that man his birthday. It's
Nope.
his birthday.
Nope.
Like,
Nah, she couldn't.
or nah, not even disrespect. But Bertie Mac used to say it good. He said, "Man, I don't care about you respecting me. I just care about you not respecting me." And that's a not respect right there. Like, now I'm gonna post this. Yeah, so what? I got letters. I done brought my kids into this with Tupac.
But here's what you gotta think about though, right? Like Jada is comfortable doing a whole lot of shit.
Yeah.
So you gotta ask yourself, is it disrespectful to us? Perhaps. But is it disrespectful to Will? Apparently not.
well, I'll say this. he was compelled. Well, I guess you said disrespectful to him.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was about to go somewhere with it, you know what I mean? And it was more geared towards him defending her. But in this case, she's disrespecting him. So, I mean, I guess he's got a different level of tolerance when it comes to disrespecting himself. But if you disrespect her, then of course, you know, that he's got low tolerance.
Right. You can say, I guess you can say what you want about me, but say something about my wife, which may be warranted. I'm a snap.
And he has snapped.
Right, because she can say stuff about me.
No, she can
And
do
I
all kinds of
do all
shit.
kind of stuff to me and all that kind of stuff, and I'll take it. But if you do something to me, I got slapped. Or do something to her, I got slapped.
Simp.
Hmm?
That nigga a simp.
Yeah, that was a simp move.
Every definition of the word is him.
Simping. Simping, man. He ain't simping.
Yo, what was the purpose of that?
It's August is my birthday, man. Like,
Even that, I'm just
It's
saying.
my
that the
birthday,
shit,
like-
what's the purpose of that?
so you played
Yeah, so-
a video of you and Pac dancing to my song to say how long you've been rocking with me.
That's what I was like. Yo, what's the purpose of that? You
You ain't got no other videos.
She made
You
it
got
like,
nobody. You got nobody. You got nobody yourself.
don't need to
Nothing.
nothing. Especially that dancing to my shit.
you could have done a lot of shit, but that, like, that was like, everything you do have to involve this dude, yo.
You stuck on that nigga.
Exactly. Like, and then like you stuck on it.
She
and
probably
it's like,
hiding that nigga in her crib. He probably live with them.
yeah, that's
He ain't dead for
he ain't in Havana.
He living in their
Yeah, he
basement.
live with them.
He living in their basement.
Could be. I'm pretty sure they got big basements.
She. Oh shit.
That's Jay.
Mm.
He down there with Jay.
Yeah, Jay. Nigga.
Oh shit.
That's the same person.
Walking with Tupac look like a boy.
That's crazy shit.
He got
I think-
facelift.
Look like Willa.
Yo, you terrible, yo. Yo, you
More
horrible.
than facelift. I
She don't like her husband though. I tell you that. She don't
They ain't
care
even married
nothing.
for real. I don't think.
Yeah, that might be a business arrangement. Well,
Yeah.
I'm assuming everything is a business arrangement. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that might be one of the biggest business
That's
arrangements.
whack though, man. I mean, it don't even make sense. Like, yo, that part to me don't make sense. If y'all gonna be fucking on other people, just go fuck on other people. If you're gonna be doing this shit, like go do it like it's a business arrangement. Hell,
Nah,
she ain't got no fucking business. You know, she ain't got no fucking business.
allegedly he likes not just humping other people, but other men.
Like fucking other dudes.
So you can't.
That's what you give a fuck.
Yeah,
A lot
well,
of people do.
his paycheck kind of.
A lot of people give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's not comfortable with that yet.
Well,
A lot of
obviously,
people care.
obviously.
A lot of
I wouldn't
people
give a
care.
fuck,
Allegedly.
man.
Allegedly.
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 I didn't know he liked boy pussy. Allegedly.
Well, allegedly, yeah. Okay. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Boy pussy.
Sweet.
That's what they call it. Boy
There's only
pussy.
one or two. I'm not even gonna say
She call
that.
it
It's
whatever
only
you want to
one
call it.
thing.
It's all terrible.
It's only one thing.
One thing. What?
If you like letting niggas fuck your girl, you weird as shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird as shit. And you don't gotta make no pact to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. So it gotta be some other shit. Like, if she wanna fuck other niggas, go ahead.
That part. That's sort of kind of where I'm going. I'm like, why we gotta go through all this pomp and circumstance? Why are we going through all this
Because
nonsense?
it ain't that. I'm just giving you an example. Your girl wanna fuck other niggas. That's not gonna be your wife no more, right?
Nah.
Okay. But if I wanna fuck the bitches, other niggas,
I could definitely see how that can be arranged, I guess. I can see how that can be arranged.
I'ma do me.
We like getting paid.
Ooh.
We like getting paid.
Man, you do you, I'ma do me, man. Like I'm not letting no.
They probably knew that before they got married, though.
That's what I'm not letting.
Did he let his wife get knocked down?
It ain't about. Yeah, it's about. Yeah, he let his wife get knocked down because
He let her.
he let you get knocked down.
Oh, shit, literally.
A horrible situation.
Listen,
I think we talking about something else. That's just my guess.
Let's talk about.
Oh yeah, we talking about Pop and Will and I mean Jada and shit.
These phony ass relationship goals we keep putting on a pedestal.
Yeah, that
man.
shit-
These celebrities. You know what I mean?
That relationship ain't never.
That shit was terrible. That shit's been terrible from the beginning, man.
Moving
Moving on now. So listen, it's a big movement in the hip hop community. We're trying to get behind the whole thing regarding this healthcare and how there is a discriminatory factor involved with price gouging from a healthcare standpoint. Whereas we're getting, well, I don't even want to say we're getting different prices in terms of healthcare. We're not even getting the price disclosed to us. It's almost literally just shoving a contract in our face and, you know, you need the healthcare, you need the services, so you just sign up for it, and it just spirals out of control. So it's a big movement empowering patients to make reform in regards to hospitals having to disclose what the real cost of their services are, so that people can make an informed decision.
So I think that's cute, right? That they want you to disclose it. But I think the bigger movement would be to make healthcare affordable, right? Because if they disclose it to you and you know, say like you go on car shopping, right? You go to 3 different joints, you know what I mean? You're gonna go with the most reasonable one. So if you go on, if you need surgery, you go on hospital shopping, likely all 3 of these motherfuckers is too expensive for the average motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, that's cool that they doing that. But if you want to show me something, if you want to really make a movement, give us fucking free healthcare, nigga. They do it in a whole lot of countries giving free healthcare. This is the richest country in the world, allegedly.
Like, why you think we're the richest country in the world?
Well, yeah, I get that. But I get that. It's and that's my point. It's all about greed, bro. So it's like, if you want to impress me, fuck telling me how much it's gonna cost, because I'm gonna find out anyway when they send me the bill after the surgery. So either way, I can't afford it, more than likely. Right? Whether you tell me now or tell me 6 months from now, I probably can't afford that shit. Make that shit affordable, nigga. Period.
Yeah, I second the good brother right there, man. When it comes to healthcare, man, especially with people who afflicted with stuff that they had no control over, why would you send them a bill for $250,000 when they was born with leukemia?
Because I can. There's nothing.
And you can, but
There's nothing to stop me from doing it.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, but you don't have to send it for $250,000. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can send it for, hey man, this actually probably only costs about $2,700.
I can't make money like that. This is
but you can make money off of healthcare. They make money off of the bad part of healthcare. They say no, there's no money in healing. Money is in you coming back.
Yeah, money
is, you know, so we will treat what you have, all afflictions that you have. We're not trying to cure anything, or we're not even really promoting good health, because that would put us out of business. And while you coming in, you're gonna pay extra top dollar. So all the things, they all play together. But the main thing is you can play them all together if they was all at a reasonable price. I myself, when it comes to healthcare, I would like to take a more socialist approach. Like now, healthcare is free. Certain after school is free. It's free. It benefits our country. It benefits our community. They don't look at it like that because we're a capitalist society. They're like, nah, make $1 off of tissues. This tissue box costs $1 in a dollar store. But you go to a hospital, it will probably cost you $600. I can't make it up. Price gouging, as some would call it.
That's real.
And then when you don't have to disclose things, and then when you have big pharma on your side, because like, no, we're not with the healing, because you got to keep coming back and get our Prozac, Blaxidil, and all that kind of stuff. We made a whole bunch of this stuff. We got weight. We got major weight in this. So why would we ever invest in health? Why would we ever invest in that?
I want you as unhealthy as possible.
Right.
That's real.
And the thing is, because I know I can charge you X amount of dollars because there's no regulation, or we happen to make the regulation or inform the people who make the policy. So until policy changes, which they have their hand in Congress and the Senate and all that kind of stuff, they can charge whatever you want to charge, and I piggyback off of good brother B Mac. It's the money. It just costs too damn much.
Facts. Like I said, I don't care if you tell me before, after. Like, I'm gonna give y'all an example, right? Like, y'all know I had a kidney transplant, right? A little over 9 years ago. So, first of all, I'm a veteran, right? So I could have got it done free, completely free at the VA, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the local VA don't do it. The VA that does it is the VA in Pittsburgh, right?
I'm familiar.
So I gotta go to Pittsburgh to get a kidney transplant, right? After the transplant, I was at the hospital like every other day.
How's that
Someone
kidney holding up?
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Thank you.
It's holding up pretty well,
Thanks to all this water I'm drinking.
right?
So
okay, all right.
So I'm going to Philly every other day to have appointments. How that work? If it's in Pittsburgh and that's like I believe I heard it's like a 6-hour drive. Like how that's going to work, right? So obviously I didn't have it there, but they was like, all right, look, with your insurance you can go to HUP, right? University of Pennsylvania Hospital. Great choice, right? So after the shit was done and over with, like they sent me the bills and shit, right? And I gotta say, my insurance covered a whole lot of it. But the cost of this motherfucker, bro, the shit was more than $250,000, bro. Who the fuck is like it's life or death shit like that? You gotta let me slide, bro. Like, come on, man.
We're gonna be all right with that.
250 mil?
We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right with that, man.
You gotta let me slide, man. Like, who can afford that shit, dog? Like, shit like that is ridiculous, man. Insulin, right? We all probably know somebody who diabetic, who need insulin. A lot of people can't afford it. If not for the recent cap they put on it, that it can't be more than $35. That shit was costing niggas hundreds and hundreds of dollars, man. Again, it's life or death. So you telling me if I don't use this insulin, I can potentially die, right? I likely will die.
Yeah.
But you don't give a fuck. You still got $25?
Yeah.
That's how much it's worth.
The system is fucked up, man.
Worth.
Guess how much it costs to make.
Your life.
It costs a couple $dollars to make it.
That kidney you need it.
That shit is bullshit.
Down for a kidney.
That shit is, and they know that part.
You need it.
They know that part.
But see, that's why there's a
It's fucked
black
up,
market. There's a
fucked
black market and organ harvesting.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that. I probably
things of
wasn't.
that nature.
I probably
and,
wasn't
you
going
know,
to black
but
market to get that shit.
I'm just saying.
I think it's fucked up that people's health is in jeopardy over their income. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, cause some of this shit. Cause like I said, I brought up the example of a child being born with leukemia. Why the fuck would you ever send their parents a bill? Nobody had anything to do with this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
Service, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
I understand it's conservative.
Listen,
but
it's the bottom line.
You was born with it
but you did sign up to fix this shit.
Right, at a cost.
for a fee.
I didn't sign to do it for free. You know
For
what I
a
mean?
nominal fee.
For a nominal fee. Yeah, but I'm saying like I said, I'm also on the side of healthcare should be free, or at least way less expensive than it is.
Because they can afford it.
They can afford it. This stuff only costs that much because they get to just charge whatever they want to charge. Like they said, we don't know how much the items that you use cost. We don't know how much time you put into this stuff. We don't know what any of this stuff costs. You just say blank check. Oh yeah, you got a kidney, $7 million. What? Can you give me an itemized sheet? You know what I'm saying?
No, we get to that.
You take the $7 million. Get to that.
I get what y'all saying. I definitely get what y'all saying. But they like any other business. They not going to say the breakdown where the $7 million going. The $7 million paying niggas. The $7 million keeping the lights on. The
$7 million overpaying, nigga.
That's what I'm saying, but they ain't gonna give you a breakdown of where the money's going like that.
Absolutely.
Nah, I know they're not gonna give you a breakdown, but what I'm saying
It's like a
is,
job or a restaurant.
but
We're gonna charge you over for this lobster because you don't know we don't take tips, we split tips, so we got to take care of the waiters and the bus boys and all that. So we charge you little $8 more for this plus the tip. Yeah, you gotta pay. It's all
That's
a
just
scam.
bullshit. Shout out to kid.
oh yeah, it's definitely a scam.
Jamal
And
Bruce.
that's, I'm just
What's
saying
happening?
that when it comes to healthcare, this shit is exorbitantly priced and outpriced for a lot of people, you know, that really can't afford the services that they've been given.
Strong
Like-
survive, nigga.
Yo, just for you to go to
Literally.
checkup, just for you to go to checkups, you gotta have a copay. Like, man, this don't even make sense. Someone even make
Like, you ain't even
sense.
do nothing yet.
You need,
I got to pay to enter. It's like an entrance fee, nigga. Like,
yeah,
I paid it in the hospital.
yeah. And when it comes to health, I'm like, I don't think we should be playing around with people's pockets and their hearts, literally like that.
Strong survive, nigga. Strong and the rich.
Well,
That's how they
Yeah,
want it.
rich
And they don't give a
Interesting,
fuck.
man.
The rich,
Word up.
You want to live?
Yeah.
What with that 200?
or not. Listen, I'm gonna
Like
find
John-
out.
Do you like John Q,
I
nigga?
figure it out. Yeah,
See what John
Yeah.
Q did,
Yeah.
nigga?
figure it out. That was based on a true story too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
about that. Yeah, I don't know about that
I
part.
crack research that.
That's
Oh,
crazy,
crack
dog.
research that. I crack research that. So listen, I came across some shit the other day, man. You know, homeboy's always up to some shit, man. Dude, Elon Musk, man, and he's at it again.
Bitch ass nigga.
Have you ever heard of the Neuralink brain chip?
Dang.
Yes, I have.
I heard of Neuralink.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have.
Neuralink is a brain-computer interface that can be implanted using a surgical robot. It is a very tiny chip that is surgically implanted in a person's brain and contains a lot of tiny wires, each reportedly 20 times thinner than human hair. These wires, which spread into a person's brain, are equipped with 1,024 electrodes to keep track of brain activity and electrically stimulate the brain. Neuralink CEO Elon Musk has said that the company hopes to start implanting its microchips in human beings next year, 2024. Thoughts?
So how's it going to work? So what does it do? Does it make you smarter? What does this shit do?
Well, that's my question. My biggest question is, first, who's signing up for this? Like,
You'll be surprised.
who's now? I
But
remember.
They won't even tell you what it do. Why the fuck would you sign up just to get a chip in your head, not knowing what
It's got to do something. Well,
Yeah.
from what I think I know of Neuralink has tried to make a chip.
Well,
They've been making a chip
Okay,
for.
so
Hold on. Did you see that?
no, hold on. So it has a quote unquote medical benefit to it, and here's what it's meant to do. Okay. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is giving a green light to Neuralink, a company founded by Elon Musk, to conduct human trials in brain-computer interface technology. This technology involves implanting a tiny chip, we said. Now, the company aims to treat brain diseases and eventually perform human enhancement and augmentation, where biological implants theoretically alter the body to improve physical and mental capabilities. It has been conducting trials in animals like monkeys and pigs since 2018. However, the company has faced criticism and scrutiny for its treatment of animals and its management practices. The U.S. Department of Agriculture even has the company under investigation for violating animal welfare laws through careless testing without safety.
From what I heard of Neuralink, these people are trying to implant things in your brain because they have the thought process or the mentality of your brain can heal certain parts of your body. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm assuming that could benefit some people. Now, the other part of it is the part that I sort of kind of caught on to some years ago, to where they were talking the link between this particular device and your brain and what it'll do for you. And you brought up what does it do for you? And from what I was hearing, what it could do for you. You know, we all have smartphones in our hands, and you could just pull up Encyclopedia Britannica, Webster's Dictionary, like that. Not a problem. You know how fast that goes? It's worldwide. It goes fast. So if you put something like that in your head, they're thinking, maybe not the first people, but if you put something like that in your head, you're now like a super genius. Like, high IQ 185, man, you like a 1700. You feel them? Like, you just recall stuff just like this and that. Just because, like you said, these fine hairs and those type of things, those are the type of things that carry the thoughts in your brain anyway. So if your brain you got something in your brain and it's hooked up to your brain, and now that's shooting
It's
off
almost
the
like a
whole
super
bunch of-
generator.
Right. It's like it's shooting off-
Unlocking the what is it? What do they say we only use? How much?
A real small percent of your brain. I'm not sure how
Yeah,
much.
so,
but
and
I guess
it's one of those things where they-
well, you use your whole brain. You just may use 10% of it at a time.
Right. What they're saying is now, I guess some capability it would give you full access at all time of the brain, with the aid of this. So that sounds cute, in terms of the potential of it. But of course, you play the evil music. Dun, dun, dun.
Mm-hmm.
I naturally gravitate towards what the hell are they not telling us about the chip and its actual potential uses? That's where my mind goes to, because for every benefit that they tell you, there's
100 side effects.
Yeah, it's three. Not only side, because think about this. Now I'm thinking, okay, with everything cancer related, my mind naturally goes to, you've got something electronic in your head. Now, mind you, the body produces a lot of, the body is an electromagnet, so to speak. But to put something unnatural in there, you know what I mean, in the brain, I'm not sure how that's going to affect the body from a physiological standpoint.
Right.
So that's just side effects. But what is their goal behind closed doors to implant a chip in everybody's head?
To get rich.
Like,
to go with everything else that they do. To go with pretty much everything we've been talking about. Medicine. The goal is to get richer than they already are. Because the niggas already dumb rich.
Did you see the episode of it was an episode of Black Mirror, right? Y'all watch that shit?
I watched like one episode ever.
It was one episode where they had it dealt with society having these chips in their head, where you able to recall like everything. It was like a monitor almost, and you're able to instantly recall. It like records everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that particular episode dealt with like the pitfalls of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, the people around you now have access to everything you've seen and everything you've done that day. So like, you can't hide anything at that point.
Now you got to functionally, how does you saying if you supercharge like that, how do the people around you?
They was outside at the same time you was outside.
Oh, you saying that if something's projected?
It's basically
okay, got
it's recording everything
they seen, and you record. So if you outside, you up for hanging outside or doing something, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker do something on the slide.
Okay, so you come home and your spouse questions something. She ain't got to question anything. All she got to do is go to the joint. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me see your chip.
Oh,
that kind of thing.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Like somewhere they have a database, you can just pull it up.
Yeah, just like a database.
Replay. I put a replay flag.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming somewhere they would have something like that banked anyway. Now, me myself, I'm like, I don't want that in my house. I want whatever existential benefits come with this. I don't want to be running back like, oh yeah, I should have, ran a little bit faster. Nah, I don't want none of that. Nah, I would like to be smarter. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the recall. Like that.
I'm pretty sure this has already been done on human. You're not gonna sit here and tell me you haven't done a human yet.
Like this sneaky.
No,
the seafood.
Nah, what I'm saying is, if everything I'm
that's
doing,
why you don't want to chip.
Nah, if everything I'm doing is recorded and not running back, what's the use of me having? I'm like, I can carry around a camera. Like, okay.
Carry around the camera all day.
Yeah, like I record everything I see. So there's no need for me to have. I'm not trying to record everything I see. I don't want that. I don't want that option.
Well, I mean, there were some benefits, but it showed, of course. I mean, the TV show is not going to be some happy-go-lucky. It's got to show,
bullshit,
the bullshit that's associated with it, and it mainly, this particular portion, mainly highlighted the relationship issues that it caused. Like the day-to-day was just the grind, because any sort of insecurity, people would just run to, you know what I mean? They would just, and sometimes it was like unnecessarily, and it just caused like so many problems. I mean, it was the greatest thing since sliced bread initially, but it just was, it just caused so much problems.
Well, that's so I'm like, well, I don't want that option. I That's not why I would want a chip. If that's what you had the chips for, if that was the main purpose, like, nah, I'm good.
You gonna pass on that chip?
Pass on the chip.
So I've read a little bit, right, while we were sitting here, and one of the things they said the Neuralink aims to do is to help people with paralysis communicate remotely using brain activity, right? So it's supposed to give you some kind of, I guess, going back to the using your whole brain type deal, where if you paralyzed and you got this chip, it allows you to control all that shit remotely. Allegedly, that's what I'm saying. That's what they're trying
it definitely sounds like it has some very interesting, positive.
Make deaf people hear again, blind people see again.
Yeah, but I'm always looking at
See again.
Yeah, I'm always looking at the what are they not
see for the first time.
Yeah, what are their intentions?
You could be blind and have seen already.
Aside from that. Yeah, what are their intentions for this? Like aside from that.
Well,
Ray Charles was, nigga.
No, to me, I think, like my man said, coupled with the fact that it has benefits, it's health. Like they said, they want to promote the health side of it. So if you give me everybody give me 250, 500 grand, I can save your life. I can add years onto your life without you even having to go to the doctor. Or I know some people out there right there now that would say, I will give you $500,000 if you could put a brain chip in my head and I walk again. We can come up with that money. Boy Scouts, raffle, something. We'll come up with that.
Wait.
Raffle for the brain chip.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's people that would do that just for GoFundMes. Yeah, they be like, well, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that I mean, I could die, but
they turn you into a walking cyborg killer.
But you was gonna die anyway, so I guess it don't matter, right?
That's true.
You was already gonna die. Fuck it.
Well, you're gonna die. You're just not gonna be walking ever again. That's not a death sentence.
Nah, I'd rather be a killing cyborg nigga than not walk. That's just bullshit.
You rather
No
be
disrespect.
You rather be Terminator?
I don't want to not walk.
You rather be RoboCop?
Nah, RoboCop was a cop.
I think
if you put a brain chip in your head, you ain't got no choice. You are what they say you're gonna be.
I think there is a component where I think some people may be controlled remotely. Maybe not your functions, but you may, like, if you have these things in your head and synopsis, okay, somebody can probably impute something into your head, maybe turn you into a Manchurian candidate.
That's scary.
Were they not? That's my thing. I don't know about y'all, but that's where my mind goes. Because I always think there's always an evil agenda to every goddamn thing. There's always an evil agenda.
I best believe that.
Yeah. Well, with that being,
you said why?
Why?
Because people are like that.
I mean, with people in power, it always has been an evil agenda.
Assholes.
Yeah. Always has been an evil agenda.
Myself included. So
yeah, it's always an evil agenda.
I know it's somebody.
There's money to be made.
Somebody in a cave-like lair.
Doing that. That very yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. They may not be doing that exactly, but
there are
people out there that have terrible intentions. They have terrible intentions.
They want to take over the world.
It's people that made the Crusades. It's people that made slavery. It's people out here with terrible intentions.
And when you step on the other side of the six, they said, man, it's a great fucking idea. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? They thought slavery was incredible. Like, this is great. You gotta step on the other side of the
Spanish Inquisition and all that shit that they was coming up with.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
Adolf Hitler, man, you have to be a hideous person to come up with the shit that he was thinking. You feel what I'm saying? So these people, man, like, I know there are some people out there like, yep, I hope this brain chip work so I can send me some crash test dummies to do
anything,
my biddings.
They clone Tyrone.
I mean,
you can clone people, put a thing in them. They look just like real fucking people. Who knows? It might already be in reality. We don't know. Could be.
I'm one of them motherfuckers for real.
So,
why you get a fake kidney? I mean, why you get a real kidney in a fake body?
How you know I got a real kidney? If I told y'all that.
Oh, you just got to upgrade. You got an oil change.
I told you that.
Nigga. You got an oil change.
You got an organic.
You don't know what I done did. Nigga.
You got a synthetic kidney?
I don't know. I
might not have no kidneys.
This nigga got 2 sandbags and a burlap sack. That's what he got.
Kevlar.
Yeah. Titanium.
Just saying, you never know.
I don't
What
know.
You have almost died like 15 times, though.
7.
So yeah, you might.
You always
might-
exaggerating on your life.
Mm-mm.
That's all this nigga do. Moving on, man. We ain't talking about me, Nick.
So I was up late last night and I saw. I don't always see him, but this one just for some reason I don't know why I stuck out last night. But the ancestry.com
The commercial.
commercial, yeah.
Oh shit.
You want to know your family history? Do you know your family history? You care?
I'm saying I ain't trying to go back to Africa, but
Do you want to know though? Like, do you want to know that like
it's not
like your fifth great grandfather might be Caucasian or Russian or Irish or something?
nah.
You don't want to know that?
Nah,
You good?
I'm not. I don't,
You want to know that?
Nah, I don't give a
Yo,
fuck.
you
I
good?
don't care to
My
know
people's
that.
my people's from the Bucket, Southbridge,
That's good. You stopping right there?
Riverside. I don't care about that shit.
Riverside Bucket 26.
I don't care nothing about like literally. I don't give a
Plus, you
damn.
fresh. Do you want to know? Do you care at all?
I don't care.
You don't care about the genealogy? You don't care
No,
about
they ain't gonna benefit me.
Then the benefit me, it just they don't care nothing about me. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have found me.
I'm saying
Whoever they are.
it's kind of different.
I don't know.
It's kind of different because I ain't like when I got here, like all my grandparents was gone. You know what I'm saying? So I never had that.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? I never had that with an older folk, grandparents and all that. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know what I mean? Here the
But you
street.
ain't trying to go back to like
Yeah,
you said,
I'm
like,
not-
you ain't
yeah,
trying to-
I ain't-
maybe
you
some
know what I'm
grandparents,
saying?
great grandparents, cool.
Yeah, but
I feel that.
I
You got like this royal lineage
feel that.
though.
They should have came and got my mom.
Yeah.
Right. You know,
No,
you,
no,
you got the
you
resource, you got the resources to find
You
me.
don't know. I don't
I
know.
claim-
Right.
I claim
that
that.
ancestors. I ain't looked at.
I'm gonna go over there and say, yo, that's my shit.
I think over there you might have
over here.
some kind of royal birthright over here, some kind of some type of inheritance here. You just never know.
They
You
have
never
the
know.
resources to get at me a whole lot easier than I have the resources to get at them.
Yeah, I'm good.
You ain't looking for me. I
Well,
ain't
well,
looking for
fresh.
you.
Wait a minute. Time out. I'm talking about motherfuckers that might have been dead well before your grandfather was alive. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like your granddad or nothing like that. I mean, God, I'm talking about way down the line.
Slave shit.
Way down the line.
Then
You
who
know what
gives
I
a
mean?
fuck?
And you might not even come from slaves. Who knows? You never know.
I'm not even saying who
You might not. What if you just was like literally, a generation or so removed from like,
Slave.
Lawrence Davies and shit. Like you just like very white. You just never know.
Yo, hold up real quick, right? Real quick. So I can remember, right? You see Roots and all this shit, like as a kid, right? We all from the hood, so we all got some sense of toughness, I would assume, right? So I can remember watching them shows, like, man, shit, I couldn't have been no more. They want to hit me, nigga. Like, really, nigga? Like, as an adult, I'm like, that's the most foolish shit I've ever said in my life. Like, every one of us would have did whatever the fuck they said to do, dog. Like, that is the corniest shit that I've ever said as a kid. Man, it couldn't have been me.
Bro, do you know the measures they were going through to break tough motherfuckers, man? Like they was getting medieval on motherfuckers, man.
That's
like
what I'm talking about.
it's how you the 4 ends of horses and just all horses are going, like they was doing like they would
Bro.
bend your back over like a steak
Niggas,
and like
real
let you just
niggas,
like
They put the
impale
gun
you.
on your face. Come
I
on.
was doing some medieval shit, man.
Nah,
Real niggas now can't even go to a whole nother state and be themselves.
that part. Come on.
Like you
Okay.
can't, a nigga can't even go 2 states over and have 15 niggas not on his ass. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck you mean?
Bro, that shit was rough, man.
Came from a whole nother country, nigga.
That shit was
I
rough, son.
can't
Came from
imagine,
a whole
dog.
nother
Like,
country.
That shit was rough.
I
And they
can't
had
even
guns and shit.
dog, I ain't never been hit with a whip, but that shit, like, it hurt like a motherfucker.
Hey,
dog.
listen. The whip was the least of your worries, bro.
But that was like the first line of defense.
yeah, but it was like the
And
whip.
I'm cool. I'm gonna do what you say off rip.
Listen,
Bro, it's like 100 degrees out
Some motherfuckers ate the whip,
Picking kitten.
and they had to go to other measures.
But that's my point. I'm not picking the whip. I'm like, all right, cool.
Chop your Peter off.
Some of them say, you know what? You know what?
I'm good after that whip.
That one right there is way too. Listen, just whipping him ain't gonna send that message.
You
we
know,
need to break.
you
this.
know how diabolical these motherfuckers are, and I'll be like, man, they could be putting up with anything with these chips and everything. One of our great black American forefathers, George Washington Carver, he was born a slave. Now he came up with the slave master's daughter or granddaughter. They was around the same age. This is real shit. They were so close, you know what I'm saying? The slave master said, you know what? I don't like their connection they got. Not saying they can't hang together, but I'm gonna go ahead and nip this in the bud. Literally. So the slave owner turns around, and George Washington Carver, for all the people who any historians out there, they tell you he was historic for having a very high voice because he was castrated. Wow. He was castrated. Said, what you mean, man? This nigga won't get no ideas and try to fuck my little baby girl Anna Mae. And I ain't saying the fucked up thing, the juxtapose, this man became the forefather of the Green Movement. To come from being something as diabolical as these, he was like, nah, you can hang with my granddaughter or daughter, but I'm gonna cut your motherfucking balls off. So if you ever try to fuck her. And you was young, maybe like 9. You feel what I'm saying? Balls never even dropped. He never even got that part of his life. Famously known for having a high-pitched voice. Balls never dropped on these diabolical ass motherfuckers. So, yeah, they ain't a layer. It might be a layer somewhere.
Yeah.
You want to find your ancestors?
I thought about it just to see. I thought about it.
Then you gotta pay for that shit too, don't you?
Yeah.
Right.
Shit.
King
Just in
Jaffer, huh?
Yeah, just in case, shit goes. Just in case shit go left here, and we gotta, I want to be like, yo, this is mine.
Fuck this nigga up.
What they gonna say? This is my shit.
Fuck this nigga.
Yeah, they don't fuck American blacks.
Man, it's niggas over there. They know they got family in America,
man. What if I'm the man?
Nah,
If I'm a king,
from America.
you my boy though.
You from America, you'll never be the man.
See, man,
They ain't having that
it's
shit.
people like you, man.
Nah, it's people like them.
It's people like you, man.
It's the negativity.
I mean, it's your boy though. You gonna stand with your boy?
We don't work with a kata.
Listen, man.
You gonna stand with your boy
We
though?
don't work with a kata.
They ain't having that
We
shit.
don't work with a
I'm
American
loyal to you. You gonna stand with your boy?
Nah, I ain't up,
Nah,
bro.
I'm
It's over.
gonna get us killed.
I'm gonna get you killed.
Yeah, cause
Hey,
you,
going over there trying to get your royalties.
Listen,
They
Holly,
gonna say
that shit like
nigga.
a restraining order. They don't buy hear that shit.
Fuck this nigga.
We don't
That's so
respect
negative,
this.
man.
Nah,
language
I'm
of
gonna-
law around here.
terribly
Nah, I'm gonna stay here, but if you go over there and get it popping, hit me.
I'm gonna hit you, all right.
Yeah, you get you a power.
I'm gonna hit you, all right.
You get you a power.
I'm gonna invite you over. I'm gonna invite you over and make a mockery of you because you try to play me.
Nah, you ain't got no control over here, nigga. You stay.
Listen,
I'm gonna invite you over. You
I don't want to come.
you
I don't
literally
want to come.
just said
I don't want to come then.
if I get it popping,
Don't
invite me
don't
over.
invite me over then.
Cool.
You can do that with me.
You gonna kill me? You just try to play me, right?
Nah, I ain't going. Invite
Just
me
breaking
over,
my
nigga.
lineage.
I want to see you.
First you gonna ride with your boy, or no? You gonna be like them?
I gotta see what's cracking. I gotta see what's cracking first.
You fucking with me? You fucking with me?
Fancy coming.
You fucking with me?
You get it popping. I'm in there.
Nah, he
I
want.
gotta get it popping first.
Yeah, he want us to come before it's popping. I'm not coming.
Oh, you say you just gonna pull up on?
No, I got the requisite paperwork. My shit legit. I'm royalty over there.
Paperwork.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm royalty.
Yeah, they care.
Nah,
nah,
see, that's what I'm saying.
I got some
man.
things to lose.
I gotta reevaluate my friends,
Yeah,
man.
they
I gotta reevaluate my friends.
Paperwork
This
don't
is
mean
That
nothing.
don't mean nothing, man.
Y'all niggas, man.
Man, them Somalis look, man, I'm the captain now. What the?
I'm going over there. I'm the captain
Yeah,
now.
that ain't gonna work.
I'm going over there. That's how I'm going.
Bless his heart.
That's soft, man. You ain't reaching that revolution shit, man. I got opportunity for you, man. You soft, man.
Nah,
You SOF, man.
He's so
You soft, boo.
so.
I got real paperwork here, man. I'm I'm gonna stay over here with you, man.
I hope I do this Black American Revolution. Not going to get
We doing the same thing here. We doing the same thing here.
Man, I'm lunch meat, man. I'm
work, man.
King
over there,
man. Whatever it is.
King over there, man.
Hush puppy.
King Joffy King
around here.
I'm going to get what's mine. And y'all ain't support me.
Nah.
Man, y'all suckers, man. Moving on.
On the other side.
Yep.
I'm
Don't let me,
from
yo.
I'm from Zimbabwe, nigga.
Don't let me get my shit together, man.
He be the king and they be like, we need all your money, Prince.
Don't let me get my shit.
I'm closer to Egypt.
You got more money than the whole
together.
village, King. You got more money than the whole village, King. We need that.
Get my shit together. Niggas,
We ain't got no
niggas
money.
abandoned me and I ain't even there yet. Moving on.
Nah,
man.
you the king of the village. 15 whole people.
Oh shit.
15 whole people.
The king of Bedford Village?
There we go. Hey, look, that's a start. I'm a name in Bedford Village. I'm a name it. I'm a name it. You can't say it. I'm a name it.
I'm not rocking with you.
Time
King of
out.
Bethel, man. I'm cool.
Time out. Yo, why the fuck I seen Louis pay bomb? Why
No.
the fuck I seen that nigga? That nigga get high.
Oh,
That nigga
wow.
on D.
He got
See him.
He
I
got
ain't
demons,
surprised,
man. He got
man.
demons.
Yo,
man.
he on D, man.
Shout out to Louis Babone.
Pabone, man.
Moving on.
Boom.
Bethel Villa.
So listen, I got something for the world. Hey, I might take it with me.
Yo, the king of Bethel Villa.
The kingdom of Bedford Villa. I'm going with it.
15 whole
Y'all
people.
go with me. Y'all go with me.
You got a mule.
All three sections.
All right, man, stop clowning my kingdom.
Nah, you right.
Chill, relax.
Nah, you right.
You're being disrespectful now.
Right.
You're being disrespectful. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Yo,
bro.
chill.
Let it go.
Chill, you this is
Let it
great,
go.
great.
Let it go, man. Let it go.
But I'm saying,
You still going? You still going? I said let it go, man.
Kings
Disrespect
over
my
there.
wishes.
They got some villages over there.
Still entertaining it. You the king. You gotta do that
Crazy,
shit.
man.
The king, nigga.
Fuck
you
Listen,
mean,
wait till
dog?
I get my minions. It's a wrap. I'm just gonna have you snatched up, and they're gonna do things to you.
Oh, you a dictator.
never go that.
Y'all turning me into a dictator. I thought this would be pleasant, but y'all make
Man, I
it
thought
that
you was
way.
rolling up on dictators. That's what I thought.
Nah, I ain't doing that shit. Push it.
Damn,
All right, man. Moving on. We'll see how this play out. Let me get my shit together and get my paperwork. Wow. Wow, bro. Poppy. Wow.
Hey, Poppy. Hey, Poppy.
Wow, bro. We gotta talk about the show. Wow. This guy here.
Move the couch out the way real quick.
Wow. Man, that was crazy. So listen, this is strange. This is different.
Oh, shit.
NFL star Chandler Jones says he was forced into mental hospital, injected with unknown substance by Las Vegas Fire Department. Las Vegas Raiders star pass rusher Chandler Jones has claimed he was taken against his will to a mental health hospital by the Las Vegas Fire Department last week and injected with an unknown substance. I was taken in by the Las Vegas Fire Department last week against my will, Jones shared in 3 handwritten notes posted on Twitter with the caption, "First day out, but I'm still alive." I was injected with I don't know what, the 4-time Pro Bowler who hasn't played in the game this season claimed. Jones said a group of 5 to 7 people showed up at his front door with an ambulance, and he was injected with the mystery shot and taken to Southern Hills Hospital with no cell phone or communication. He then says he was transferred to Seven Hills Behavioral Health Hospital, where staff allegedly tried to force him to take further meds and injections. The former New England Patriot alleged that the Las Vegas PD told fire officials to detain him after they put him in a court hole on the Super Bowl winning defensive end over a concerning post he had made online.
Wow. Some Secret Service shit.
No,
He lied. He made that shit up.
that's true.
Is he though?
It's true. The situation is true, but it ain't like I don't think motherfuckers just showed up at your door and ambushed
He
you.
did some shit.
Yeah, you did
Yeah,
some.
they said it was the
wild-
post. He probably did shit about the
When
president.
you got there, you was still on some wild shit.
Actually, I'm sure
You
he
know what I'm
was.
saying? Like they didn't just ambush you and kidnap you. Nigga. You just got kidnapped.
They didn't get out.
He did that shit.
Whatever he said, he didn't get out.
You just got kidnapped.
Bruh,
Art imitates life. Life imitates art. Which one is it?
man, look.
Nah, it was some craziness involved.
What if, I mean, they might have just injected his ass with just like
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid or Gatorade or fucking
Just for fun.
Bro.
yeah.
Bullshit.
Hey, yo,
They could very well be fucking. They could be fucking with him to discredit him. You know what I mean? Like, they might have just injected him with
he
just
could
like,
be just crazy and shit.
Yeah,
They not a fucking happen at all.
could just be crazy.
or that may be what they want you to think, though.
Could be.
Or that maybe think
But-
maybe what he
Or that
want us to
could
think
be.
that they
But
want us
the
to
thing
think.
is-
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Right.
Never know.
We're going down the rabbit hole.
I want y'all to think.
Did they ever post the post that he put up? The fuck,
They
nigga.
had to.
It was questionable. Somebody didn't like it. I mean, what?
All right, so that's what
Somebody
I'm
wasn't
saying.
feeling the post.
All right.
Whatever he put up, somebody wasn't feeling it, and they said they put the call in.
I want
So that's what I'm saying. So
Nah, listen, if
that's
it
what
ain't no
I'm saying.
footage, it ain't
to
happening.
me, if it happened like that, I would think it would be someone from the team that came and did some shit like that.
So you think it's somebody from the team?
If it happened the way he's saying it happened, I put a post up, I put a wild post up, and then motherfuckers just came to my house with fire people and all that and gave me something.
They said
Put
five.
their way.
They specifically said 5 or 6 people from the
Okay,
fire
now
department.
what I'm thinking is, how big is Chandler Jones?
Big as a motherfucker.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If something isn't already going on, if people just show up at my fucking house and y'all trying to do something to me, we got a problem.
I have a whole lot of doubt
Like
that
questions?
the shit went like he said it went.
That's what I'm saying.
It didn't.
Nah.
If it did, it's because he posted some shit, some Secret Service type shit that he ain't had no biddy. It's service that you can say, well, my phone knock on your door.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I them to the Raiders. The Raiders ain't send nobody in my fucking crib.
But that's what I'm saying. If it happened the way it did, if it happened, it got like, yo, if it just happened, if it wouldn't have nothing to do with the team, who would send motherfuckers to your house to check on you?
I don't know.
For them to do that.
He lying.
You see what I'm saying?
I think he lying.
Yo, my employer holds weight.
Either he lying
Yeah.
or,
My employer holds weight.
or some
So if
Secret
it's
Service
not
shit.
them, because I put this post up talking crazy, talking about hurting myself or whatever, if it's not my employer coming to justify, who are these regular guys that are just calling the police and all that and the fire people
Right.
that come and sedate me?
it can only be your family, and they saying it wasn't them.
Or the team. And I say, or the team.
It ain't the team. If anything close to what he's saying is true, he said some shit about the president. He said some government shit, and I don't think they just came out and grabbed him up. They just came out like, because I've seen footage. I've seen footage. Oh, he want to drink. I've seen footage of motherfuckers saying this or saying that, and them boys that come like, "Yo, you good? We read such and such and such and such." And he probably was like, "You don't know who the fuck you know what I'm saying?" If anything, they didn't come to the door and just fuck him over. They came to the door on some, "Yo, what the fuck is this?" type shit.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm
he
saying.
went crazy. And
And
they,
he
all right,
went crazy
cool.
again, so they had to. That's what I was getting at, bro.
What I'm thinking is, man, I'm piggybacking on what I said is that it had to come from the team, and I think it did come from the team because he's had episodes before this that just not tying it in.
And they knew where he was at.
Now,
Chandler Jones is not. I
now
don't
think
think
about it like this.
So he wasn't like kidnapped or nothing.
Think about it like this. When it comes to Chandler Jones, why isn't he playing for the Las Vegas Raiders right now? He said, "Oh, they won't let me into the facilities." Wrong. You said you're not showing up because they wouldn't let you off because your goddaughter, something happened to your goddaughter. That was one incident. Then you started making the posts and all that kind of crazy stuff. They like, "Yo, why is this dude? We telling people we locking you out. We told you to come to work. Nobody's telling you not to come to work." Then you start going all crazy. There are things that has happened before this. Oh, you know what? This is a guy that we care about. Is he tripping? Is he tripping? Send some people over there for a wellness check.
And he was tripping.
And he probably and even if he ain't start tripping, I'm saying he might have knew these people was coming, because if he ain't start tripping, man, look, it's gonna take some people. It takes some real life skilled people to hold him down. I'm assuming he was complicit. You're not just gonna shoot me up. You ain't just shot you up. This ain't the movies. This ain't the movies, man.
Why you doing like that though, yo?
That nigga like 6'6".
How do you do it though? How do you do it, bro?
He lying. He lying, dog.
He's
He's cool. That shit never happened. None of that shit ever happened.
Or maybe none of this stuff never happened, but I sure enough don't think it happened like he said, because he's leaving out stuff. They like, man, we got to do a wellness check on our 4-time Pro Bowler. He's talking about we won't let him in, and he the one talking about, yo, I'm mad at y'all and I won't come to the facility because y'all won't let me off to go to do something with my goddaughter. Not your daughter, not your niece, not your sister, not your mom, your goddaughter. They're like, nah, we kind of need you. I mean, can you send some flowers or something? I don't know if he died.
Yo, he
I
lying.
don't even think his goddaughter died. It was, something.
Yo, he ain't got no God. He ain't got no God kids or nothing.
That could be that's on the table as well.
He don't. He ain't got no God kids. He ain't got. Bro, he's
He
lying.
started reaching for things.
Crazy.
He crazy. He cuckoo for Cocoa
I
Puffs.
think there is
He crazy.
a
He gotta be
component.
crazy
I
though to
think there
play
is a
football.
component. Damn, I think he's a little bit crazier.
Gotta
You
be
know
crazy
who
to
his
play
brothers
football.
are? You know what Bones Jones
Yeah.
and the other wild football
Coke head.
Now the
Coke head. Not Bones Jones. A coke head.
who?
So I
Bones
believe,
Jones.
I believe, man, all that, he might have some CTE.
Am I lying?
According to him,
He came up hot twice on the coke
according to
coke
him,
scale.
according to him, it's just gas station pills.
Oh well, that's just,
He
okay.
getting them
Yeah, yeah, coke
Boost pills.
According to him, it's
Coke
gas
is-
station
Yeah,
pills.
because he fucking with them. He's sniffing coke, can't get his meat hard.
Damn. We get there.
So he fucking with gas station pills.
He said it. He said it though. He said
Butterfly,
gas station
the
pills.
butterfly on it.
Motherfucking honey. That motherfucking
But
honey.
he said,
work,
but
too.
he said he said
You had that honey before? That shit
No.
work.
I ain't hit the honey.
That shit work. That shit nasty as a motherfucker. Yeah. Gotta get some juice out of that motherfucker.
Oh,
They said he put that joint in Casamigos. That's what
What?
that's what the joint.
Oh, so that's like
What you gotta get after that?
Casamigos.
It's like Spanish fly. They trying to make it like Spanish fly.
Frank, give us some music,
That
bro.
shit fucked up.
Give us some music. It's that time.
Juice.
All and shit.
Some
It's
juice.
that time. Fresh.
Some juice.
A lot of NFL action this past week. Another week down. Week 3 down in the books.
Some juice.
Hell of a week.
Let's go, Dolphins.
Get it out, bro.
Let's go. Yeah, man, that's
I don't know if that was a regular day.
regular.
70 is not a regular anything.
There you go.
What? I'm talking.
Y'all say you're gonna put 70 on.
That's never gonna happen.
He said you're gonna put 70 on that too.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Everybody gets 70.
Y'all talking? You talking?
Never gonna happen. Ever.
Don't let me make that phone.
It's never gonna happen again.
Don't let me make that phone.
Definitely not.
Don't let me make that phone. Would you still praying for my boy to get hurt?
Nah, I ain't got praying for it. I never prayed for it, but it always happens. You know, I get him to week 7. He's gonna be dead. Finish.
Hey, my boy saying some things. Think about this, we got it.
He said that again.
That much?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So just to recap, the wild Fast and Furious. Week 3 scores. Thursday night final. The Giants lose to the 49ers 30-12. Colts beat the Ravens 22-19. Browns defeat the Titans 23-7. Lions defeat the Falcons 20-6. Packers stage a late comeback to beat the Saints 18-17. Jags lose to the Texans 37-17. I told y'all that the Texans gonna be somebody. Can't go winners. Dolphins beat the Broncos 70-20.
What?
Can go winless.
I ain't heard the
And
score.
a record-breaking.
Come on, man. He was
He
talking.
He said 17-20.
No, he didn't.
He said 17-20.
See, keep talking. You guys keep saying it.
The
Oh,
Chargers.
nah,
Hey man, show some courtesy.
no, because he talking on he was talking. Oh, you ain't say nothing when he was talking.
I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. I don't know what you're talking.
So you're not gonna let me go to the scores?
I think
Can you repeat the score? I didn't hear the
go to
score.
the score, sir.
I didn't hear the score. You said Denver, man.
I said it 3 times.
No, he was talking.
Man,
I didn't say
first
nothing.
First of all, you're not gonna dictate.
I'm talking about him.
I heard it all 3 times. You said it. I heard.
Sir, relax.
I heard it all 3 times, bro.
Relax, bro.
Yo, that's
So we're going to
crazy.
score that game.
I heard it all 3 times.
Arbitrarily keep repeating
Bro,
y'all
You know
score.
what the score of the
We
game
didn't talk
was?
about it.
You know what the score of the game was, man?
Say the world.
Wow.
You ain't got to
Wow.
keep saying that shit. Yo, you ain't got to keep saying that shit.
The world.
Chargers defeat the Vikings 28. Patriots defeat the Jets 15-10. That was a hot game that we had a lot of debate over. Bills dominate the Chargers 37-3. Panthers lose to the Seahawks 27-37. Cowboys lose to the Cardinals 16-28. The shocker.
Yeah.
Who the Bills?
I said the Commander. My bad.
No, you didn't. You tried to.
You definitely said it, Jones.
My bad. The Bills dominate the Commanders 37-3. We want me to say it again?
No.
All right, then.
I
Shut the
wasn't
fuck up, then.
Dolphins, Denver again. I don't want to hear about no losers.
All right. Right. So we won't be talking about the tide then, right?
I don't want to hear about no losers.
We won't be talking about because you ain't real vocal about
That's what we doing.
you ain't real vocal about
We bring out y'all.
you don't want to talk about them, no.
We're
do you?
bring out y'all. We're for one loss.
All right. Bears lose to the Chiefs
One loss.
41-10.
We even down showing the.
Steelers beat the
Oh,
Raiders.
just fishing y'all in. Oh, we going to fishing y'all
This
in.
guy's out of
So
control.
much discombobulation up there, man. Oh, you started it.
I didn't start anything, but go ahead. We know you got to get some shit out of your
Alabama
chest.
get in this, man.
Yeah, bro.
Alabama get in this.
I can retweet. I can retweet.
We're tweeting about
You be a
Alabama.
real extra.
You
You
be
be like
Alabama.
you be a real extra, bro.
I'm tweeting about Alabama for you who your team was.
What you mean? I didn't know you reminded everybody. Why I forget who my team was?
I'm talking about the Kings. You brought up Alabama.
Everybody know who my team is. Okay. What you talking about?
Everybody.
What you talking about?
Who your
What you
team?
talking about?
Who your team?
My team. I mean, it's always been. And you ain't gonna make me run from nothing.
No more.
What you talking
The
about?
80s no more?
What you talking
No
about?
more, man.
Oh shit! What happened in the 80s?
I don't know.
Oh, if you don't know, now he's stupid.
Hmm.
Now he's stupid.
I know
Okay.
we got 7 of them things.
So how many do Miami got?
I don't know.
Oh, no, you're not
I
stupid.
don't know.
You're not stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, you're not stupid.
You can't recollect.
You're not.
I don't know.
Now he's selectively dumb.
Say he don't know. He said he don't know.
Eagles beat the Buccaneers Monday night 25-11, and the Bengals defeat the Rams 19-16. What did we learn this week?
Oh
Bro.
shit! He was at the game. Remy and Pat.
Tyreek
Oh,
Hill
wow.
was unstoppable.
I mean, I don't think we learned that. I think we already knew that.
Tua is the in front runner for MVP, like I said last week. I think the 2 I said last week are still the top 2. I said Tua and Mahomes.
That's fair. That's fair.
And the Eagles pretty good.
What did we learn?
The Eagles pretty good, man.
I learned that between the Jets, Giants, and the Cardinals have the smartest offensive coaching staff. Because I've been telling y'all for 3 weeks. Am I lying? I've been telling y'all for 3 weeks. We can't stop the run. I don't know. Who doesn't? I'm a fan. I'm supposed to know that.
But y'all stopped the run in the first 2 weeks.
No, we didn't. Let me tell you how we didn't. Brees Hall got the ball 4 times. Saquon got the ball like 6 times. That ain't rushing. That ain't fucking rushing.
But
You gotta keep running the ball.
Before we get it off,
Let me finish my point.
what did you?
What I learned is that the smartest coach we played so far was the coach we just played, because they finally figured out what I've been saying for the last 2 weeks and what motherfuckers were saying last year. It ain't nothing changed. We still can't.
okay.
We still can't
you
stop
going
the
up
run.
by you going up by the personnel and what was last year.
Nothing changed from like.
But that's what
Nothing-
you're going on because you can't
all you
come
can-
into the season and be like, yo, we can't stop the
Bro,
run.
all you can go by is historical.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You was going by last season.
I'm not making it up. I'm just telling you what I pointed out to these gentlemen for the last 3 weeks. It's not rocket science. We can't stop the run.
But the first 2
But
weeks they did.
You're not. Let me say it again because maybe you didn't hear me the first time I answered that response. They did not. If Breece Hall gets 4 touches, you're not running the ball. You're not.
Why are they not running the ball though?
Because they're fucking stupid. That's the point I'm trying to make right now. The 3 teams we played, the smartest coach we played was not league.
But what I'm saying is,
What are you saying? You gotta run the ball.
What did you learn, Fresh? What did you learn? What did you learn? What did you learn this past week?
I learned that the Raiders are in a little bit more disarray than we thought.
They suck.
They've been sucking for a while
Yeah,
now, and Mark Davis with his funny Pete Rose haircut. It doesn't make sense what they got going on out there.
Way too much money to have a haircut.
He don't not
he
he
got way
he don't
too much money to even get his hair cut.
yeah, he don't give a fuck about that shit. He
Fuck.
What I learned is
care about that shit.
what I learned is he's not his dad because
Haircut.
Josh McDaniels should not be employed anymore as a head coach. Maybe not even an offensive coordinator, but not as a head coach. His teams win in spite of him. And when I seen, some of the things that's being put down out there, I'm like, you know what, man, the Raiders, I thought they had a little bit more than what they thought, but long as Josh McDaniels is at the helm and Mark Davis with that bullshit Pete Rose haircut, they ain't going nowhere. I just learned that.
So as long as he got that cut, they can hang it
I
up.
just learned that.
Damn.
It's the cutting on cherry on top. But I just learned that.
It's fucked up.
I learned
Damn.
for the whole Eagle Nation, while they may be ugly wins, it wins, man. And they learn how to win ugly because the league's a copycat league, and the book is out on how to defend them. And unfortunately, what still remains for them is the trench work, offensive line, defensive line, and it's winning in football games. They learn how to win. The scary part is that they have not hit their stride. I think there's some obvious growing pains with changing so many coordinators, but they win it ugly. So
I said the Eagles good.
yeah, you gotta, they haven't hit a stride. You know what I mean? If you're gonna get them, you better get them now. Because, and I'm not even saying
because they diesel good.
I'm not even saying they're gonna hit a stride.
It's even hard to get them now.
Front four is retarded.
Because I'll say this: while two things can be the same at the same time, can be true at the same time. I don't think that
And the
Jalen Hurts
might be the best. They don't even start.
Yeah, I don't think Jalen Hurts is going to play at the level he played at last year, but even a step down from that, as long as they hit a stride, is going to still be top-notch football. This is going to bode well for them because, like you always say, Fresh, ugly win is better. I mean, ugly win is better than a pretty loss.
Facts.
Ugly. And what I also learned is you can't put enough premium on speed in the league, man. Can't put enough premium on speed in the league. I mean, it was several games the other day that proved, man, that speed just kills, man. I mean, it's a tried and true method.
Not the whole adage.
Yeah, speed kills, man. It does. It kills, man. It kills.
I got one more thing that I've learned this weekend. I've learned this weekend that the Denver Broncos stink. Their whole organization stinks.
So was it more the Denver Broncos stink or the Miami Dolphins is that good? Or is it a combination of both?
It was really a perfect storm. It was a perfect storm. The Miami Dolphins are that good because I don't think every team in the league are prepared to put 70 on Denver. You might put 35, 40, whatever, and however it look.
Miami 35
that really looks stupid.
Crazy.
But when I look at it, I'm like, man, for your whole team That's a picture out there, man. It was like 5 people just laying down, man. Most was just running.
Said 5 people laying down.
They're just laying down. 5 different
They ain't put down. They ain't laying down. They ain't put down.
Put down. Who was they put down by? What you mean? Put down by other running backs and Tyreek Hill. Come on, man. Stop it. Put down. And then, okay, well, that I don't really understand what that means when my man did he
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. They have an entire segment.
That caught that 69-yard pass that ran back. What you
Listen,
mean?
I don't know who that was.
They have an entire
Robbie
segment.
Anderson. Changed his name to Robbie Chosen.
They have an entire segment.
That was Robbie. We got Robbie Anderson on the TV. That was him that caught the 70-yard bomb. I thought that.
I know I didn't realize.
I didn't realize.
Shout out to Robbie Chosen. Listen. There's a whole segment. There's a whole segment dedicated to offensive linemen, that pancake dudes, bro. It happens. Like that shit don't that's execution.
Yeah,
Man.
like pancaking motherfuckers 13, 14 yards down the field.
So they just laid down.
Yeah. It was,
You know what
Man, they got out schemed. It just, hey man, that's a great day for them, bro.
it was
Just
tired.
you seem to want to keep in the W, man, and kind of like place more emphasis on how bad the Broncos was. Bro, yeah, they scored 20 points. Like
they were a little worse than Miami was.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. They were a little worse than Miami was better. That's what I'm saying. They were.
Those were in both games last night.
Say that again.
They were
The
historically
Cincinnati
bad.
game and the Eagles
They
game.
won you that one too.
Yeah.
They were the one the Colts.
Listen,
That's my point.
Let's look at how many points 20. Let's look at how many games 20 points would have won you yesterday.
The 2 last night.
20 points would have tied you in one game. It would have won that game. So that's one W. 20 points would have won that game. That's 2 games. 20 points would have won, let's see here, 3 games. 20 points would have won you 3 games and tied you one.
Got you. Now, my man Marvin Mims, if I ain't mistaken, ran one back on the kickoff. So you can scratch 7 whole points off. So they scored 13
That's
points.
a football player on a unit on the team.
Special teams. That wasn't even offense. So
You don't count those points? Like,
Nah.
do you count those points?
now you saying like they had the offense scored 20 points. The offense
No, he just said they scored 20 points.
20 points is 20 points. If you want to get into the minutia
As
of
an
it,
organization,
it was a
crew, and
special
a
team
staff.
point. Okay, but
people,
it goes on the board.
2 or 3 people.
So it's a separate scoreboard for offensive and defensive touchdowns?
2 or 3
And special
people.
teams touchdowns?
2 or 3 people rose above distinct, which is the Denver Broncos organization.
Distinct.
That was Russell Wilson, Marvin Mims, and the kicker. Those 3 people rose above distinct.
But according-
20 points.
But according to you, Russell Westbrook, so if a kicker only scored, he got 7 of those, that means the guy you said that rose above distinct was only able to manage 13 points?
Right, that's what I'm saying. That wasn't
That's not rising.
that wasn't very much of a rise. But
Yeah, so what do you-
all this
right,
stuff going
come on,
on with the all right.
Listen, man.
All right.
For someone to score
Listen, 70
All right.
whole
week 3, the Dolphins beat the shit out of the Broncos. That's just it. That's it.
Let me get you a Dolphin shirt.
That's it.
for someone to score 70 whole
Come on,
points.
Dolphins.
There was
You gonna have to-
compliance.
you gonna get it with
There was
Dolphins.
Oh, you
compliance.
saying there was buy-in.
playing hard.
There was
playing hard
behind the
or
scenes.
any of that.
There was a check that was cashed. Is that for
I'm
you?
not saying it was point shaving or any of that, but they definitely
But
wasn't.
it sounds like
At a
you're
certain
there.
point. That's no. I'm not. They wasn't get. They was getting
Yo.
40-50% at a certain time.
Man, it was just a storm, man. Listen, it was
Oh, that's a perfect storm.
everybody that scored yesterday run a 4-2.
Sunday.
Sunday, run a 4-2.
Yeah.
Who your fire performance of the day? Fresh. Who your fire performance of the day?
Devin Ashane. I think that's his name. He's the motherfucking backup to Raheem Mostert in Miami. That man had 4 motherfucking touchdowns,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Was it 200 on the ground?
Yeah, 200 on
220.
220 on the
700.
Worcester had 4 too.
They had 700 yards of total
But
offense.
I'm saying, like, my man was the backup there. You know what I'm
Worcester
saying?
had 4 too.
Like, yo, that was a fire performance.
Keep it going.
Oh, my fire performance goes to the
Come on.
to the Dolphins
Thank you, man. We
as a crew, organization, and
Staff, regulator,
and a regulator, like the whole shit, like dead ass. The
that's my
whole
team.
shit.
Man, listen,
And that's not hold on. That's
I want
and that's
to piggyback
real.
to staff, regulator, not your management.
All that
and
doesn't
all
happen
that.
just from players. That's
That's what
that
I'm
shit
trying to
goes
say on that
from
other
that's from the top to the bottom, man. That was excellence. That was excellence from the top to
nah,
the
he's talking
bottom.
about our team. He's not
Yeah, I'm
talking
talking about the Dolphins.
He's not talking about
Top to bottom, they were excellent,
That
bro.
was excellent.
But what I'm saying
What I'm
is,
saying is, even players on the field, people on the field and forces not, and
nah,
not on the
because the
field,
thing is,
top to bottom for Denver, they played to giving up 70. That's what I'm saying.
Perhaps.
Proceed.
That's
mine is the Dolphins. And like I was saying,
The Dolphins just
yeah, as a unit,
record label on the
label,
staff.
everything, staff, you know what I mean? Like everything. Listen, man. It's gonna happen again.
I don't know about that. I
I
don't know about that.
I
I mean, there's a reason it's only happened twice, three times in history ever in the world.
ain't been a team like ours.
Obviously,
Right.
if you don't even have the
We didn't even have Waddle.
obviously if there has been a team like yours if you don't have the record. I mean, you don't even have the record. It's just a great
He
defense.
got it, but he backed off.
Yeah, but you didn't.
He backed off.
How do you know the other team didn't back
He
off?
backed
Scott?
off. No, because we had an opportunity
No,
to get the record.
My question is,
Coach said,
the other team that scored 72 couldn't.
I don't know. I wasn't that
So-
old. I wasn't that old. I'm this old.
Right. So
Yeah,
we
we
can only deal with what happened.
I'm not saying 70, but we're gonna put up a 60 banger on somebody.
That's fair.
We score too
That's fair.
fast. We score every time we touch the ball.
That's
And
fair.
if it happens that we play a team again who wants to turn the ball over like that and give us extra possessions,
You
we're
know,
going to put up a 60 ball. It might not be 70, but
That's
we're going
fair.
to put up a 60 on somebody.
That's fair. Who was your fire performer? Did you say already?
No, I'm gonna go with the Bengal defense, man, because I predicted that on the pregame. I said that this win was going to come on the strength of the Bengals defense, and it did. It wasn't going to be Joe Burrow that willed them because Joe's gonna, Joe as much as he can go, and he's hobbled. But if they were going to make a run, the defense had to do their part, and then they did. They did. So that was a fire performance to me by the Bengals defense. As far as an ice performance, damn. I mean, it was a lot of them yesterday. It was a lot of ice performance. I'm gonna go with another secondary fire performance. I'm gonna go with Jordan Love. I'm gonna give him some love. I'm a big fan of that team, man, because I think that from what I've seen from him, I think that Packers fans can enjoy another at least 10 years of decent quarterback play, man, which is phenomenal, coming off of already having 35 plus years. I like Jordan Love. I like what the Packers doing. I'm gonna give him my secondary fire performance. Ice, I gotta go with the Vikings, man. I don't know whether it's the Vikings or the Jags. I lump the Vikings, the Jags, and the Chargers all in the same boat, where them niggas just scared of greatness. They terrified of greatness, but for this particular instance,
nothing.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings, man. The Vikings suck ass, man. Like, geez, like you couldn't beat the Chargers.
Nope.
Chargers, bro.
I thought it was gonna go just like
Chargers
it
don't really
always
want to
I
beat
thought it was
nobody,
gonna go just
man.
like it always go.
It's your second loss at home. Like, it's your second home loss.
That was my. That's
Yeah,
my
Chargers
pick.
don't really like winning for real. They just
Don't. Like, this game. This game, and I refuse to pick this game for this very
I told
reason.
you.
Yo,
The coach and the offensive coordinator is terrible.
They crazy, man.
coordinator terrible.
Yes, the one that we used to have. Yes, he's terrible, dog. He was terrible. I mean, he didn't have any
No, he
goods.
was the OC when Dak had his best numbers.
No, he wasn't. That guy's best numbers. But I think the rookie.
Oh, and I mean, the secondary ice performance, I give it to us, man. You can't get handled like that at home. You can't get handled like that. You just can't. Not 37-3, man. Just unacceptable. You can't.
My ice goes to the Dallas Cowboys. Period. I'm not even gonna say that guy's name because I'm not even gonna do that. But yeah,
No, he did.
stink.
No, that's
Stink.
it.
Put the, put,
No,
Who
he
your ice performers?
Cowboys. Period. Nobody else. Just
Who
them.
your ice performers, man? Who just who sucked ass yesterday?
Man, Kirk Cousins, man, that nigga sucks.
He definitely sucks.
Yo,
He's-
he is
Yo,
trash.
him and Dak
Right-
are the same person.
Right there on the
know.
doorstep.
I don't know who they backup is, but he must suck ass too. But Kirk Cousins sucks.
Nah,
ass.
but you
Money thing.
you know what it
He makes
is
too much
though.
money
You
to
know what
sit
it
him
is
down.
though. Kirk is the most. I mean, he is a video game quarterback. Like he is going to pad the stats, and you will be lulled into a false sense of security.
Kirk's
And
trash.
you're gonna look up, and you're gonna be 500. You're gonna get into the playoffs, and you're gonna get slaughtered.
I've
But
never been.
he been treated.
I've never been lulled like.
he been
by Kirk.
cussed his whole career.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he sucks. All on video game numbers, Stephon Diggs.
Adam Thielen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That sound familiar?
Man.
Oh, Dak leads the league and all. Every time I tell somebody, man, Dak sucks. Dak leads the league in pass. I don't give a shit about that. He's terrible.
He's a 6
It's
round.
the same person, man.
He's
Kirk Cousins and Dak is the
he's a
same
40
person, man.
He's supposed to be playing in the
He
league.
Roller
finagled. He
coaster is real in
finagled the shit out of
Minnesota.
Jared. You hear me?
They said the roller coaster is real.
Roller
in
coaster,
Minnesota.
man.
But he keep fucking them up. He keep fucking them up from winning a couple games here and there.
Patting
I get that.
like you said about Kirk.
It ain't even like I'm talking about. I ain't even talking about y'all. He garbage.
Shit, what? Yeah, definitely.
Dak garbage.
I don't
You
know. I
what I'm
can't even say
saying?
his name.
I think Kirk a little bit better than Dak.
I mean, that's fair.
I think Kirk is a little bit better than Dak.
That's fair. I disagree.
Sorry.
I think they both equally trash.
Yeah, they both equally trash, but something, you know what I mean, it could be.
If I had to choose between the two, I'm taking Coach.
Nah, you could be recycled and you could be regular trash. That's that. He the trash can juice.
That's on the ground. They be leaking.
Yup.
It's fucked up.
Shit make you throw up.
Ew.
Kirk,
Ew.
it just make you sick.
Ew.
Like, man, this
No, he going.
I feel like I'm going through, but you never really do that.
I guess might reel off like 2 out of the next 3 and
that's
get
what
whole
I'm saying. Like,
because now
and
they
that's
can
what it is.
hold
Kirk,
and-
you like, but we still got a chance because of the division.
I don't know.
Dak, you
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know, Fresh. We might be wrong. I'm trying to tell you, Fresh.
Oh.
We might be wrong about that division, man. We might be wrong. We might be wrong about that division.
Well, I
bro.
know I'm wrong about the division.
Who did you pick?
I picked the Vikings.
Oh, well.
So that's how I
I
did.
think I was
Bro,
wrong.
nah,
I think I was the Vikings too, but I said, I said, nah, I'm trying to tell you.
Got chances early.
I still
I'm
think they got
telling
a
you.
chance because Green Bay ain't really showed me that.
I think anybody can win that division.
Detroit ain't really showing me
Yeah, I-
that.
There's no
I'm not-
dominant team. The only team that's not going to win division is the Bears.
Speaking of that,
That's it.
That's clear.
That's the only
speaking
team that's
of
not
that
winning.
That's clear.
motherfucking division, the NFC North, the Chicago Bears is a major
Yeah.
ice fucking ball for
They
me,
don't.
dog.
I don't get my ice ball though because they ain't doing them. I'm
What
like,
you
I don't
mean?
never
Nah,
believed in
man,
Fields.
They've got
always thought he was
worse,
trash.
Thinking they
man.
didn't underachieve your expectations, which wasn't even.
Yeah, I'm like, hold up, man. I can't believe this, man. And I want to give a smooth fire on the low though to one Ohio State quarterback that has kind of impressed me on the low, CJ Stroud. But back to the motherfucking ice ball.
I said they
Oh
was
my
going. I said
God.
they was going to win within these current couple of weeks, and y'all laughed at me.
Yo,
Well, you
man.
laughed at me specifically.
The Bears, man.
I said they going to win. You said no, they don't. They don't have to win nothing. I told you.
But who, the Bears?
The Texans.
Oh, the Texans will.
Texans put a whipping on somebody.
CJ Stroud better than Justin Fields.
True.
He better. He's better. I thought he was better at Ohio State. I
Texans
mean,
put a whipping on the Jags, man.
I did. I thought he was better from Ohio State because I thought he was better from the pocket. Now I would say it's better. You know, it's yet to be proven.
Better
Which
from the pocket. Justin Fields ain't run at Ohio State.
You love that phrase, Fresh.
Justin Fields ain't run at Ohio State.
But it's proven if you gotta have a requisite dealing from the pocket, success from the pocket.
For what? Now you
success.
For what? The highest
For
of
what?
high. To
For
what?
what?
The highest of
Because you say that, and I reel off because we know what we know what that's aimed at when you say that, and I reel off a cavalcade of positive stats, and you kind of don't have any. You say
what is it aimed at when he say that?
it's aimed at Lamar Jackson. It's aimed at quote unquote running quarterbacks. So,
Yeah.
but you need to say that at the beginning.
Quarterbacks.
You need to
Running
say
quarterbacks.
ultimate playoff and Super Bowl success.
Yes.
Okay.
But the ceiling is lower than quarterbacks that can deal from the pocket with more success.
If I'm 45-10, is that success or no?
Yes.
I think so.
Is that success to you or no?
Yes, that's
Yeah, I
success.
think that's pretty fucking
I never
successful.
said it was a success.
Well, what you'll do is the next thing you'll say is something about the next step, right? So I think you need to, when you make that statement,
Okay.
you gotta fully extrapolate it because when I let me talk, let me say something, let me finish, let me talk, let me say something, let me talk. Because when I run off the numbers for you, then you change the narrative to playoff success.
That's what I'm ultimately talking about.
Okay, then
Because
say that.
what I'm saying is Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields.
Why I don't understand why you keep lumping. You know, let me shut up.
Nah, because I lumped them in how I lumped them in. Nah, not Jalen Hurts.
No,
Nah, not Jalen Hurts. Because I always thought he was better from the pocket. I thought he was better from the pocket in college than both those dudes. I was
no,
like,
you didn't think that.
Did Lamar Jackson that low?
You didn't possibly.
Yeah.
You thought Jalen Hurts was better than Justin Fields and Lamar Jackson.
Now what I'm saying is, all right, when I look at a quarterback,
That's your statement, and you sticking to it.
when I look at a quarterback, you ain't gotta show me a whole bunch. Now, that's why he transferred, went to Oklahoma.
Jalen Hurts.
Second in the eyes, man.
He's transferred because he wasn't throwing the ball.
Second twice.
He
He came in second twice when he wasn't throwing the ball and when he was throwing
He
the ball.
transferred to Oklahoma because that was a weakness of his, because they implemented Tua to win the championship game because he was a better thrower. He transfers to Oklahoma, gets the extra year. He gets a little bit better at dealing from the pocket, reading the defenses. Maybe his accuracy wasn't what it needed to be, nor his arm strength.
Playing for Oklahoma.
Now, right then and there, I was like, he has a better baseline accuracy. Well, not accuracy. Success from the pocket, because he's like, okay, boom, boom, boom. Now, can he execute it? No, but he knows what it means to do from the pocket. Now, when I see somebody like Lamar Jackson,
He know what to do, but he can't execute it.
Nah. Here's the thing. Lamar Jackson and people like Justin Fields and them, to me, from what I've seen, they drop back. They looking at something different.
Did you see? But you said in college.
Yes.
In college, you must have seen Lamar Jackson drop back and throw 75 something touchdowns.
He just saw the runs.
Nah, I saw him drop back, and in college, like a lot of teams out there, you ain't got to really read the defenses. One read,
Like
that guy
Oklahoma.
cardio. Exactly. But it didn't look the same. It didn't look the same from the pocket. It didn't look the same. Just like it don't look the same.
Oklahoma.
It looked the same from the pocket from Lamar Jackson in Louisville as it does in Baltimore. Am I right?
Exactly. So right to the point that he won an MVP in the NFL.
But it wasn't for his throwing from the pocket. And that's why I say-
No, it was for his success.
Part of it.
It was for his success.
Right. But what I'm saying is his ceiling is that from the pocket. Now, what I'm saying is you said Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts just went to the damn Super Bowl.
From the pocket.
We're not going to let him beat us running. He throwing the ball here, throwing the ball there off of.
He was running too.
He did a lot throwing and
He
running.
got 77 1-yard runs, man. What are you talking about?
But he did a lot throwing and running, but it wasn't like he was like, okay, I get back here. Is this guy open? Nope, let me run around this name. But I'm really reading a defense. So that's what you need to do to beat.
That's how you don't like Lamar Jackson. I mean, I love Lamar Jackson. It don't sound like
I love Lamar Jackson.
it. Doesn't sound like it.
But it's no way.
Okay.
You're the only person
But that is the thing of why he can't beat
that
these
went
people.
put him in the same
But
category.
he can't beat Mahomes. He can't beat Josh Allen.
This is long as
He
shit.
can't beat Burrow. No, it ain't no. It's only those three. But what do those three do better than him?
Jalen Hurts can't beat him either.
Jalen Hurts put up a better fight than them. It wasn't because of his feet. And it wasn't because of his feet.
You're moving the goalpost.
Better fight. Better fight.
So
I was better losing than you did. Okay. Almost 400
He lost, bro.
from the play. No, yes, he did lose.
What are we
Yes, he did
talking about,
lose.
bro?
Lamar didn't get there.
he lost.
And Lamar didn't get there.
It don't matter.
That's the part I'm saying it didn't matter.
So that means neither one of them won a championship.
But I would rather go with Jalen's because like, you can get your skill set can get me there. His hasn't shown me it can get me there.
That's fair.
He's never said
One
anything
time I remember,
it can get me
I
there.
remember you saying at this table, it don't even matter if you get there and you lose. When we was talking about LeBron, and I was talking about how many times he's got there.
Yeah, that counts. Not as much as winning. I mean, getting there as opposed to not getting there, that counts. Not saying it counts for a whole lot, but I got the 10 finals. I got the 10 finals. I won 4. Okay. I got the 3 finals. I won 1. We both played 20 years. Like, okay, well, losing in the finals is better than losing whatever the fuck you lost.
Why? It's still not a finals. It's still not, you still ain't.
Would you would rather go out in the first round than play in the championship if the ultimate goal didn't if you didn't win the championship?
So you rather be the Buffalo team.
I heard you say that
Right?
before.
You rather be that Buffalo
As
team.
opposed to all Buffalo who wasn't San Francisco, the Giants, or the
As
Cowboys.
anybody who didn't.
I heard you say that before.
Say what before?
You were right. If I don't win the championship, what's the reason even going to the finals?
Nah.
shit.
Well,
Wasn't him.
or my opinion is changed from then.
It wasn't
But
him.
I'm like,
Nah, it wasn't him.
Okay, I can respect that. Your opinion has changed since then. Okay.
Absolutely.
So let me pose this question. All right. So in trouble, not in trouble, right? Of the teams in the NFL, who's in trouble right now? Whose season is over?
The Bears.
Denver.
Aside from
This is the Broncos kid.
okay, so we'll include them. Give me 3 teams who need to be in panic mode right now. Who's in trouble?
I mean, but
Who's in trouble? Who's in trouble?
so here's
Give me 3 teams.
here's the thing. I say I'm gonna preface this by saying, like when I think of a Bears team, right? I'm going. This is gonna be part of my answer. So yeah, the Bears are in trouble. The Bears should panic.
That might be universal.
But no part of me ever thought the Bears would get the season and not. You understand what I'm saying? So of teams that maybe I thought would have some sort of success, that should be in panic mode right now. I never thought Denver would have any.
Well, I don't
know.
See, in saying that, it's like, did you? Okay, so no, you may not have thought they would go to the Super
I
Bowl.
thought
but,
they'd be irrelevant. Not the Super Bowl never even crossed my mind. Playoffs. I never thought they'd be going to the playoffs.
but did you think they would be 0-3 at this point?
I don't know. But
I did.
I didn't.
You thought they'd be
I didn't
0-3?
think about that.
But I
But I
didn't
thought
think
they'd
it
have a
was gonna be
losing
this bad.
record.
Okay.
They have a losing record at the end of the season.
Okay.
I didn't think it was going to be
Who else
this
did you
bad.
think was in trouble? Who should be in panic mode or basically just pack that shit up and tank for Caleb? Who needs to be tanking right now?
Truthful. Well, I think this team, Denver, of course, should be in panic mode.
Absolutely. That's a
Panic,
given for me.
pull the vest.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a team out there that I'm going to go on a limb and say that's going to jump back in the fight. And I'm thinking a lot of people think they should be in panic mode, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say, give me the Jets jumping back in the fight.
What fight?
Oh, so now you
What fight you talking about? What
so
fight
you
you
think
talking
they're not as putrid as the world thinks?
Are we talking about the fight for the playoffs? Fight? What are we talking about?
I think that they.
I mean, the Jets are 1-2. Like, I mean, all things considered.
I mean, at the end of the day,
They're 1-2.
a team that's 0-3 and 1-2. If we looking at it that way, then nobody should be in
I
panic
think
mode. That's
that-
not an
I
easy
But
thing.
that's why we're here to debate, because we deal in knee jerk reactions, and we deal in early way too early observation and
But
things of
I
that
think
nature.
that
But your comment the Bears are 1-2. I don't think that's a reason to change
The
the
Jets.
panic.
I said the
I
Jets.
think
The
with
Jets,
the
my bad.
removal,
The Jets.
Well, it considering the team, the division, the conference, because one team being 1-2 is a totally different 1-2 to some other team
yes,
because of where they play, who they playing. You know what I mean? It's a different feel. Shit, the Jets had 1-2 in that particular division, which staring up at the Bills and Dolphins seems like fucking doomsday, as opposed to, let's say, the Bengals staring at 1-2 with the Steelers 2-1 at the top of the division. A totally different outlook. Both 1-2 teams, but totally different outlook.
True. That makes sense.
that's what I'm saying.
Or the Titans at 1-2 and the Colts at 2-1 at the top of the division.
Nigga, I said it
Yo,
makes
that
sense.
Very early, you know.
That was my other ice before. Yo, the Titans saw it.
They really are, though.
Yo, the Titans saw it. That's another team that just got.
Now that I will say
my-
that team.
My question was,
who's
who's in trouble? Do you feel like they're in trouble?
Yeah,
Like they
they
hit
in
the
bad-
panic
they in
button?
I'm saying
Yes,
I didn't expect them to be a contender anyway,
I did.
but I expect them to win that division, go to the playoffs, lose first round.
They still can win
But
that
I-
division.
But that's, to me, that's,
But
listen,
they guard-
I get
think they
what
still will.
you're saying.
And they saw it.
You win the division, go to the playoffs. That's a successful
He
season.
get worse.
Their division is sorry,
He
though.
already wasn't good, but Anthony Richardson, I'm coming.
Not this year.
I
They
don't
coming,
know.
but not right now.
Man,
Well-
they just lost to the Texans.
They just beat the Ravens.
They on top of the division at 2-1.
Dude,
So
I'm talking about,
however terrible
about,
you feel about
to the
My
city.
Tennessee.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
They
yeah.
coming. Like the teams are coming, man. Like Derrick Henry and them old.
I think Tennessee would still win that division.
DeAndre Hopkins and them old, and Tannehill is trash.
Listen,
Yeah,
man.
he
I
definitely
think above anything, the obvious two choices, Denver and the Broncos, they need to reevaluate a lot of things. Denver and Chicago. But I think the Vikings, man, need to I think it might be time for them to pull the plug on. They need to go in a different direction because you're 0-3 in the division that
Still gonna win that
technically, I don't think they're going to win that division. I think they're going to go on a run.
I think they're gonna win the
division.
division.
They ain't
They gonna
played
run.
division games yet. They gonna beat them. That's what I'm saying. Green Bay and them
I
ain't.
don't think they're going to beat the Vikings. I'm sorry. I don't think they're going to beat the Lions. They're not going to beat the Lions. The Lions going to sweep them. Lions going to sweep them because the Lions typically, historically, are better than the Vikings. That's the thorn in the Vikings side. The Lions have typically been the thorn in the Vikings side.
Knock the ball.
I just think they're afraid of success, man. And you just don't think they start out 0-3, man. Like, damn. 0-3? And the way they lost these games,
Who are you talking about again?
the Vikings.
Like last year,
They won all these games.
They won these games last year. They came out the gate 2-1 last year.
Hey man, it means something to have Dalvin Cook on your team, and you think you're just gonna replace him with Madison. All right, cool.
You got because Adam Thielen is not there
Right,
anymore.
he's a
They've
veteran.
overhauled a lot, man.
Yeah, and your defense was
Don't get me wrong. They've got Addison. You got Justin Jefferson. They got some pieces. They got some things.
Still not even that good. He just was good with them.
He only played for them.
look like Cook was that.
No, I'm saying he played. I'm saying he played for
Oh,
Carolina.
yeah,
now.
he
I'm saying.
stinks. Yeah,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
Cook got it no more neither.
Perhaps.
Who's sitting pretty at 3-0? Like who's based on obviously being 3-0 in a division at the end in the conference? Who's sitting pretty at 3-0?
It's only 3-0 teams.
San Francisco.
San Francisco is my choice.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are they that good, or the division is that
Both.
bad, or a combination of both?
Combination of both. They good as a motherfucker, and the
Good as
division
shit,
stinks.
and the
Man.
division sucks.
Until I see otherwise, I think Miami, which is one of my Super Bowl
Sure.
picks, man, I think they sitting pretty. Man, I
gonna run away with the division?
I think
They gonna run away with it?
I pick them to win the division.
I don't know.
Are they gonna go undefeated?
No.
Nah, I don't think the odds are good for them.
I think never give nobody go undefeated.
Nah, Buffalo going. I think
Nah, but I
Buffalo
think they
going.
sitting pretty.
Next week.
Buffalo going to beat y'all.
Y'all gonna clip
No,
us
I don't know if
ass.
next week, but y'all going to split. Y'all going to split with Buffalo.
Y'all gonna have like a goofy game.
Y'all gonna
Everybody
split.
has a goofy
And I don't even
game.
think Buffalo's that
Goofy
good.
game.
Well, I don't mean to say like that, not that good, but the Buffalo is not going to win a championship. I think the quarterback is so overhyped, like so overhyped. I got y'all winning the division.
We're gonna do some things with wide open
The second
receivers,
best
and
odds coming out the
That's because
AFC. to
that's
win
that's
it.
because everybody's on Josh dick.
I mean, but I mean, quietly, man. What's the name? You know, my homeboy put a whooping on display on Sunday. My homeboy put up 41. Quietly, you looking at this guy, looking at this guy. My homeboy comes chugging along, man, and before you know it, you know, you lose a couple games, all of a sudden they first place in the AFC.
Man, he's in the class by himself.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
what he
so-
does. Not surprised.
Man, please,
at all.
man. He's one of the all-time greats already.
Shit, they might not be 3-0, but I think they sitting pretty in that division. You got
I don't
the Raiders,
know, man.
Chargers, and the Broncos
I don't know
fighting
if they-
for like
That's
ineptitude.
easy money in that
I
division.
don't know.
Yeah, like,
Easy money because of him, but Kansas City not that good this year.
I mean, you said the right thing though because of him, because he's elevated that team before.
Yeah, he nice as shit.
We didn't think they was going. We didn't. Shit, they won a Super Bowl last year in a year where
I
he
didn't
was
have it.
stripped of all of his weapons for the most part.
I didn't have that
And
happening.
shit. So it's. I mean, him. He's kind of like, you know, that's him. He's him.
Yeah, I
So
totally
whoever
agree.
the hell is on that team, he's him. He's him.
That part.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have. I know I'd rather have him than any.
So listen, this
quarterback.
is. I mean, I thought this was noteworthy too. Former NFL league reporter Jim Trotter filed a discrimination lawsuit against the NFL and NFL media, alleging that he was let go by the football league because he publicly challenged Commissioner Roger Goodell and other executives on the NFL's record of race discrimination and lack of diversity.
Did you see that shit?
Yo, for a reporter to sue the NFL, considering,
I don't think he got a shot, man, for real. But
I mean, it's.
I like the question he posed to homeboy.
And what was that question?
He asked him. He said, you know, you say the league. He asked Goodell. He said, you say the league is about adversity and inclusiveness and yada yada yada. He said, but then he broke, and I can't recite the numbers, but he broke down the numbers of how many historical black head coaches, black owners, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, so I hear what you're saying, but what I just said to you speaks completely different than what you claim, that the league is inclusive and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And Goodell really couldn't.
That's
He
why I
really
was going
couldn't
to
answer.
ask. I was going to ask what was the response, because the
He did.
response was more telling than
Yeah, he
you know what I mean, than the question.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he danced around it. I think it was a great question, and I could see a motherfucker saying, "Yeah, this nigga ain't coming back." But I don't think he can. I don't think he can prove it. Like I don't know that you can. I think what you know is what you can prove. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that he can prove that.
Well, let's look at it from this standpoint. I mean, the numbers. I mean, it's not like it's hidden numbers. The numbers are there.
Yeah.
The question is, what are you going to do about it?
At this point, is it going to benefit anybody else but him?
But who? The guy?
Jim
You
Trotter?
talking about what? Is the case going to benefit anybody but him? No, because
That's what I'm saying.
because he's suing for his unemployment, his specific
That's what I'm
unemployment.
saying.
So
It ain't going, so you,
Yeah.
the discrimination and all that shit ain't even going. They gonna still do what they doing, pay you what you want, and that's all. You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
So I guess if he was to go through, I hope he has this on tape, video, or something. to where they say some of this stuff
Yeah,
because he also made some other damaging claims to some other owners.
Stop watching the NFL with Kaepernick.
Speaking of Kaepernick,
Dog,
speaking of Kaepernick, I'm so glad you said that. Kaepernick wrote a letter to the Jets, right? About potentially joining the practice squad.
Man,
I support Kaepernick and his stance that he took them years ago. I feel like at that point he was blackballed.
How many years ago was that?
7. I believe it was 7.
Okay, so
But
just to put some context on it.
Right now, Kaepernick, I need you to relax, bro. Because in my opinion, you were kind of a flash in the pan, talent-wise, and you were on the decline. This was 7 years ago. You ain't been on the field in 7 years, nigga. Ain't nobody hiring you, bro. It's not gonna happen, though. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, guys?
Like he knows that at this point it's kind of like I got to keep pushing this agenda.
It ain't about discrimination.
You're not
at this
even
point,
serious.
dog.
Like, if you was to get an opportunity right now,
He was shit to bed.
you would. That's why with that private workout that went the way that it went, because you didn't really want to really put your talents on display. Because you wasn't like, and that was 3 years ago, maybe
Probably longer than that.
It was 3 years
I just
ago.
know he ain't touched the field. I just know he ain't touched the field in 7 years, nigga.
Like
It's over.
like at this point, if you really love the game or you, I mean, I get it. It's just you versus the NFL. You would have went to the XFL or something like that. If you could really play, I know that man can't play no more.
So
I know you can't play. You know nobody gonna give you a shot. So you're just gonna keep pushing the agenda, and you fucking up the legacy. To be honest with you, like you should have gave that shit up 5 years ago.
what legacy is he fucking up?
Well, he's fucking up his legacy in reference to his original push, saying they blackballing me. Now you doing this shit like nobody believes nobody blackballing you right now. Like you trying to publicize that you trying to play. You're not really trying to play, my dude.
It's
like no,
That nigga, wow.
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
over.
wrap. That's over, man. That's a
It's
wrap.
Do you know some of the things that Jim Trotter has accused some of the owners of saying?
Mm-mm.
He accused Jerry Jones of
Oh yeah.
some crazy shit, and I'm
yeah.
like, man, you can't be saying this wild
Did
shit.
read that.
He said,
Such as
I can't remember exactly what he said, but he accused the Buffalo Bills owner Terry Pagula or something like that, of saying something. He was asking about ownership, representation, that kind of thing. He was like, well, if blacks want to be represented, why don't they go back to Africa?
well,
Jerry said they should buy a team or something like that.
the quote was Trotter alleges that Buffalo Bills owner Terry Pagula said if the black players don't like it here, they should go back to Africa and see how bad it is.
If the black, right. That's
And another example, the suit alleges Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones responded to a
They should buy a
question
team.
posed by Trotter about the lack of black leaders in the NFL by saying if blacks feel some kind of way, they should buy their own team and hire who they want to hire.
Oh, this was said
That shit. Nah. I'm like, hold on. Damn, what kind of meeting was this?
Hold on, Frank. Let's let the record reflect that this is a journalist over years who has compiled this information. So this isn't anything that you this isn't anything that you haven't spoke on in various football conversations that we've had here, or you spoke on. We spoke about nepotism. We spoke about all of that. You spoke on. It's just that now this is the information.
We sat down with one of these guys, and they said this to us, and we took the information.
I don't know that they said it to him either. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
I mean, that's a strong.
I think he's just saying it's been said.
He's a reporter.
He might have got a third party. I don't know.
He's got different connections than we got, obviously. You know what I mean? So he's got different ends.
Yeah, I'm just
He's
saying,
got
but like,
different.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, like if you really trying to fight some shit and all that, as soon as a motherfucker say this, I'm a reporter and you tell me this, I'm writing this.
Unless you got dual interests. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Unless you got dual
I don't know,
interests.
but
Unless you
that's
got
what I'm
competing
saying.
interests.
it benefits no one but him.
Hey, at the end of the day, they didn't rehire him. So his pockets is what he needs to be worried about. He the one that ain't got the job no more.
Yeah.
So it should.
So I need to recoup some cash.
It should benefit him. Plus some.
Yeah.
A lot of that. I need to recoup a lot of that. Absolutely. I need a lot of that.
That part.
Yeah, but that's giving a trying to drop a dime now because he got fired.
Yeah, that's typically how it happens because now you're not inside anymore. So that's typically how it happens when you're not inside.
From getting fired.
Well, hold on.
All these years.
I can't say this is the first I've heard of Jim Trotter saying these things. I don't know how a lawsuit, what his timeline is on that, but I have heard him make these claims before. I have heard that before.
Same people alleged against the same individuals?
I can't say I knew who the people was, but I was like, damn, you heard, people said that. I heard like NFL owners or an NFL owner from Jim Trotter. Like, all right, and I kind of felt like, well, why don't you say something? But he did say something.
A little white baby?
At a previous date than just now. So with him, with him doing or serving a lawsuit now, I'm not sure how long he may have been trying to do this, but this isn't the first time I've heard him make these claims. This is the first time I heard names being put.
Okay, well that lends more credibility to what he's saying then. You know what I mean? If this is not the first time you heard it, because some of the earlier comments was, well, you tucked it. Well, so if you saying this ain't the first time he's heard it, then that's a whole different situation because he hasn't sat on this information, right?
But it wasn't. But I can't say that he was like you saying pumping it either. You know what I'm saying?
You put it out there. You put it out there. I mean, whether it's a soft release or not.
Like I was saying, like at first it wasn't any names on it.
I mean, this ain't really groundbreaking. Let's be real. Is this groundbreaking?
No, absolutely not.
Like, I mean, I get it. So, I mean, it's the fact that you suing the league from a reporter standpoint is pretty big, but the actual information, like, I would think that it would be like, oh, that's what you suing for. Oh, I mean, like, we already knew that. Like, that's not. We knew they felt that way. We knew he felt that way when.
But that still may be enough to get him paid.
Yeah,
okay. So that
may be enough to allege discrimination.
Or even affect a little bit of change from if you make enough stink, and that could be the agreement.
Yeah, they're settled. They're settled.
It's I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a settlement, and that speaks to kind of what Ice was saying. Like, well, what you doing it for? Are you really trying to, change this?
That's a recurring theme tonight.
He wasn't suing people, but I heard he was like, oh man, some owners have said this and some owners have said that. Like, I never heard any names.
But the reason he took it is because at that point it didn't cost him his job. Right. Like, it's all coming back up now because they ain't rehired that nigga. So you're like, oh, all right, well, I got all this shit tucked down.
I mean, I load the clip.
Let's bring it.
I mean,
yeah, that part.
Whether the clip, whether it's a 22 clip or a Gatling gun clip is going to be, it's not really. For me, it's a 22 clip. It ain't nothing significant, to be honest with you. I knew Jerry Jones felt that way, even though the Buffalo Bills owner said it. I'm not shocked that he did say it. It hasn't been anything against him previously in the past, but
the Texans on
not
the Texans on
yeah, you can't.
It's not a revelation, though. You said they've been saying it. So
you can't just say this is how these people feel.
Magic ain't saying it either.
Right.
Magic's black.
You also can't just say.
But the guy on top might say,
"Oh, coach, coach." You also just can't say that. You like. Well, it is. What that is. When these people, they have these boards and all this kind of stuff.
1 minute.
Man,
Wrap it in 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
When these owners are pressing upon you to have a certain type of thing, and then they act a certain type of way, like Daniel Snyder, like someone like a Robert Sarver, someone like a Donald Sterling. These are the type of things that they do or say. So like, these people do not belong in our sport if you say these type of things. if you're consistent with the history, like hold on, we got to take a little bit more, pay a little bit more attention to what you said. At least, like hold on, you feel like that, and then you feel you want to turn around and employ 75 to 80% African American or non-white people. You can't just have those thoughts out loud. And then when you say when a lot of these people feel like that, yeah, we know they feel like that. But when it come out,
They what?
it's feel like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But when it come out, you're like, oh, cousin. You know what I'm saying? Not only to the public, to the people you employ, to the people on the field. Like, oh, that's how you feel? That's how you feel?
That's fair.
So with that being said, man, it's that hour.
That's
man.
fair.
We appreciate y'all rocking out with us, man. We'll be back next Tuesday, same bad time, same bad channel. Closing thoughts, bro.
Oh man, it was a good night, man. Tipsy.
Kinda.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Took a couple dumps tonight.
Okay. What the fuck?
About?
Took a couple dumps tonight.
Couple dumps?
Yeah.
Oh nah, man. I was
Nah.
conducting business, man.
Oh, my bad.
That make-
I would have said I took a dump.
The lights got to be on. Man.
I would have said I took a couple
Bills got to
dumps.
be
I mean, don't be
paid,
ashamed when you
man.
taking a
That makes
two.
sense. That makes sense.
Nah, man.
Deuce.
We'll leave the screen. I
Good
took a
job,
number
Jay.
two. What you gonna do about it?
Deuce.
Number two on the set.
Deuce.
Closing thoughts, Fresh.
Yeah, man. Fucking Denver Broncos suck.
Damn.
Don't get no chips in you.
The whole 52-man roster may need chips.
I'm good on chips.
Yo, you already had your outro,
Closing thoughts,
dog.
bro.
Go ahead with that bullshit. What the fuck?
That ain't right out.
Nah, that's some bullshit.
That ain't right.
Yo, disrespect is crazy in this room.
Nah, it ain't disrespect. Everybody gonna lose. Everybody trash.
Oh,
Everybody horrible. It's just
We did.
fuck this nigga, yo.
crazy.
Nigga.
Listen, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, man, but y'all fucking with us, man. We appreciate it.
Yo.
This is a fine, nice experience, man. It's your guys.
That nigga said.
Yeah, shout out to the big bulls, the girl bulls.
That was inside. Wasn't for you, so you ain't get this.
We live at the Fire Nights podcast, man, and it's certain moments that you have when you do these things, and I think it's more the moment. These guys came from Woods of Delaware. Where was you from?
Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him.
Man, it's your boy.